I'm never 11. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Well, hello, hello, hello. How you doing? I lowered my ears a little bit. I tried to let my hair grow, but it just wasn't jiving for me. So my wife will be very happy to know that I've let go of my toupee. That said, I hope y'all doing well. I don't know what's been going on lately. I've been lacking motivation. What's up, Super Fast Tortoise? How you doing? Been lacking a little bit of motivation. Haven't really been really wanting to get out of bed, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think I'm gonna. I don't know, man. Tired. This whole week, very exhausted. I don't know if anyone else has kind of been experiencing something similar or not. But yeah, it's something in the air, something. Are you doing the concert? I'm going to Patriot Jam. I won't be going Friday night. I just let Katie Zed know. Actually gonna stay more local for Friday night, but I should be I'm gonna be traveling down Saturday morning, and I'm gonna pick up my daughter. My daughter and I are gonna go. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay. Been waiting for you to go live all day. Have you? Okay. All right, that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing, my friend. Good thing to hear. Just finished 2 butts. Ooh. And put barbecue on and approximately 16 quarts of cowboy beans. I love cowboy beans. We had some. When do we have some? Let me do this real quick. Let me put that on here. I had some cowboy beans at some kind of like a potluck or whatever, and they were so good. I mean, just so amazing. How's the sound? Does it sound okay, guys? I feel like my throat's a little scratchy or something. But we'll be good. We'll be good, chat. Tim and I both woke up not feeling well. Yeah, there's just something in the air, guys. I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like something's going on. I feel like something's going on, chat. And it ain't right. For a graduation party. That sounds awesome, man. Dude, your barbecue sauce, Mr. Monday, was lit. It was flipping awesome. Good stuff. Let's get rid of that. Let's go ahead and do this. Sure. Go ahead and swing for 12. Just got to think about blocking soon because next turn it's going to have trample. But anyway, yeah, some crazy stuff going on. I think tonight I'm going to be covering the tuberculosis, lunger, taints beware, debacle, the litigious Lollapalooza, the Sue Fest, Sue Happy Muppet known as Taints Beware. I was in bed at midnight, up since 3:30 a.m. Yep. Make sure you get a little cat nap here and there. Yep. Looks like Hillbilly's playing some MTG Fay Fight. All right, we're trying to crack into Mythic, my friends. We're trying to crack into Mythic, and I've been kind of really losing my patience lately with the meta. It's pretty much landfall, trample, Hydra. I wonder if pithing that can't still be in rotation. Let's see. We got 1 like, 1 likes, 2 likes, 3 likes, 4 likes. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let the show know how you feel about it, and good stuff. But we're going to be breaking down a few things in regards to what's been going on lately. Going to be going over a few things. I keep getting all these invitations to go on people's panels, but these people there's a lot of bad faith actors out there, I think, anyway. I'm still not 100% sure if Bao was a bad faith actor or not. Like I said, he seemed to be the only one asking like common sense questions, other than apparently myself and those that are in my audience. So, I don't know, man. I don't really know what his deal is. So maybe I'll think about having him on my panel, but he's not going to play the games that he played last time I had him on the panel. Yep. How is your wife doing? That is a good question. I think she's convalescing, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and swing for 1. So what do you guys want to do today? You guys you just want to chill? You just want to chat? You want me to play a video? I've got this morbid curiosity to see if Sage Outcast talked about tariffs and immigration again today. I'm guessing he did. So, why bother, right? Mm-hmm. Let me get some audio going on this. How dare you, sir? How dare you destroy that? Not very nice. Yikes, man. I am not getting mana, chat. This has kind of been par for the course. What do you think? Lowered my ears a little bit. Cut my own hair. It was getting out of control, though, wasn't it? Seems to be his thing, yeah. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm only interested in if people have videos that are showing people that are actually asking legitimate questions and maybe checking some of these idiots on their desire to gotta have fun today. What do you mean? Gotta have fun in what way, Superfast Tortoise? This is our last day to have fun. Yeah, it's about having fun. I agree. I love the Ancient Cornucopia. I think I got that in my main deck too. Good days and bad days. Yep. That's the same with all of us, isn't it? So black and blue. Let's go ahead and get the Sword of Once and Future. Get that out. Have fun. Do what you do. Doing what you do. Yeah. That is a good call. Man, my eyes feel kind of off. Actually, feels good having my hair cut, man. I'm telling you, man, having long hair, it's just not for me. Just not for me. I tried, though. I was like, man, what would it be like to have long hair? This is crazy. I mean, this is crazy, dude. I mean, the mana distribution. I'm tired of complaining about the shuffler. I really am. This guy's got all the mana and all the answers for everything I can throw at him right now because I can't do a damn thing. So I can bring one thing out at a time, and he just gets rid of it as it becomes a threat. Oh man, can't win too many games. You win too many games in a row, it'll definitely sabotage you. Just made up index card for our livestock, i.e. goats and chicken. What do you mean an index card? Just check out that picture I sent Oh, dude, if it's gonna make my mouth water, how dare you? Oh, like it, dude. That's great. That's great, dude. Thanks, man. I needed a laugh. I'm kind of glad you didn't send me a picture of what you got on the barbecue right now, because my mouth would be watering. That's funny. Great stuff. Great stuff. All right, let's do that. So Sephi is a homie. It's doable. Wait, what's doable? Oh, standards is nuts. Yeah, it's man, look at this. I mean, look at the shuffler, chat. Look at the shuffler. Get out. Come on, man. Oh, Mythic is doable. Yeah, I've been farting around, man. I haven't been playing like a net deck or anything like that. I've just kind of been playing my own thing. This is ridiculous. I mean, what are the odds, dude? What are the odds? Let me guess. You got a fourth one in your hand? Ridiculous, dude. Yeah, I won like 6 games, so now I'm gonna go into an 8-game losing skid. That's just how it is. Here's the deal. Ryan did a review. Inches press conference. The black kid that got pulled out of his car in Jacksonville. Review Inches press conference. Who's Inches? Inches? Got a popcorn husk. On the press. Inches. Review Inches? Did a review Inches? What does review Inches mean, dude? English. Do you speak it? Come on. You guys know I'm a stupid human male. You got to make it real simple for me, otherwise I'm not going to be able to figure out what the heck you're talking about. All right, let's try a Knight's Tale. You did a review on the press conference. I got mine cut yesterday. I cut most of my beard off. Oh yeah? Yeah, I'm gonna let that continue. I just twist mine into a knot. I mean, it's down to my solar plexus now. I'll just twist it in a knot, otherwise it gets caught in everything. Sorry, I'm on a cell phone and I'm blind. No problem. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to read things in context, and I'm not real good at inferring things. I'd rather just respond to what is written and not have to piece things together and try to figure out what someone's trying to say. Oftentimes I get it wrong, and sometimes people get offended. I get the whole blind thing. Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne, Malcolm, Jamal, Warner all died. Yep. Hulk Hogan. I'm kind of shocked that dude stayed alive as long as he did, man. I gotta focus here. Yeah, they always go out in threes. Yeah, it seems to be. Yeah. They say bad things happen in threes. I guess we'll put this down. fast. My hair is past my shoulders. Yeah, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I can't do the long hair anymore. Kill me. It's not bad, man. I cut my own hair, bro. You saw how shaggy it was. Faded it up and everything. Trimmed out my beard. I'm gonna let my beard grow, though. I'm gonna let it grow down. Feels good. Feels good, chat. Alright, let's do we'll do this. Oh, that dude's got like reach or whatever. What is that thing anyway? Rosa. Oh, I've been wanting to play her, dude. I've been wanting to play her. At the beginning of your combat in your turn, put a +1 con target creature you control. It gains life. Oh, that is awesome. That's a really good card, actually. I want to play that. I want to play that card. I love the art. Look at the art on that card, man. I want to make like an archer deck. I think that would be cool. I don't think this is going to help me at all. Okay, all attack, no attack. In turn. Yeah, I haven't played with her yet, but I love the art on that card. Such great art. That's the kind of art that would interest me. Yeah, my opponent's got me like hands down. Man, I'm just getting my ass whooped today, bro. This is my free-to-play account. I'm not playing on my main account right now. Maybe I'll just switch over. I can't get anything going. What's up, Nero? Get the zombie quest done, I guess. I don't even know. I don't even know what to play right now, honestly. I'm thinking about just sticking with limited. At least with limited, it's like... That's why I was playing real toxic decks this last 3 days. Yeah, I'm really thinking about just playing the most toxic deck I can get my hands on. Because I'm telling you, bro. It's ruining the fun of it. You know? I mean, I want to play a creative deck, man. I want to see how somebody puts some cards together. I was playing this guy and the game went on for like 12 minutes and I was like, man, this is great. I was like, man, this is just a great match. And it was back and forth. It was like skin of your teeth kind of stuff. The thing that pushed me over the edge is landfalls are really getting me angry. But it's like everyone's playing landfall. Everyone's playing landfall. Everyone's playing landfall. It's just like... Got you on while I'm in a meeting. I'm so bored. I dislike meetings so much. Death by PowerPoint. A good match is a good match indeed. Yeah, I like a long match. I mean, I don't mind getting beat. I don't... Hear what I'm saying. I genuinely do not mind getting beat. I don't... Getting beat and losing are two different things. Or, I don't know. I just hate it when the game is like a third opponent. Like the system, right? Let me see. Let's do this. Playing land is for making mana to cast spells. Why is playing land drawing and discarding and killing people? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's an interesting point of view right there, right? I mean, I remember like ramp decks were pretty powerful. You know, just getting access to be able to cast more spells or bigger spells was a big thing. But the landfall itself, or land falling into place, is now some new thing, dude. It's crazy. All right, let's do this. I mean,
when I win, you're telling me what you know. I've always hated crowds.
Resolve. It's like, wow, you're breathing. I'll reward you. Yeah. I mean, it's like my surveil deck, or my surveyed or surveil deck. It's such a great deck. You know, it draws off of surveil or scry, which I think is really cool. You know. All right, so I gotta lose that, right? That's fine. Let's get it right back. Uh-oh. I mean, it's such an interesting deck, you know? Like, what time is your show tonight? I'm planning on doing a 9 p.m. as normal time. It's my goal. Friday night, I'm likely going to be doing an event here in town. So that's why I can't go to the concert there. Plus, I figure I'm just gonna save $30, man. I'm not a real big fan of crowds. I just kind of wanted to support the concert goers and stuff. You know, the people doing the event. Let's go and let's get this one out. That'll come out next turn. And not a big fan of crowds, but I'm really, really excited to go see my daughter, and they're gonna bring the grandkids early on Sunday, so I'll be able to see them there too. So it's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Well, that's not very nice. Not very nice at all. Well, you ain't no Huckleberry. You ain't no Huckleberry at all. You ain't no Daisy. I'll do this. If I do that, I'll do this. He's gonna end up getting my. I gotta put that one in there, otherwise he's gonna steal it. What's he stealing with the saga? Yeah, I was gonna say I probably shouldn't have done that because I just gave him all kinds of stuff. Probably the desecrate. No, what did he take? What did he take? Oh, he took Shieldred. Fair enough. I had to take that out, even though I want it in the graveyard. I had to take this out, otherwise he would have grabbed that and would have been pulling things out of my graveyard left and right.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick.
Man, this guy's got every deck I'm against. They got every freaking answer to everything I've got. You know, it's like.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
You have Smash. You'll be fine. See if he has any shield. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I'm thinking about getting rid of this though, because that's going to be taking a. I'm going to get rid of this first because it seems like he does have those. Oh, he's got that one there too. Oh goodness, you got to be kidding me, bro. Yeah, I'm freaking so sick of these cheap ass reanimator decks. But then again, I think that's kind of what this one is. Exile target creature if it has mana value 3 or less. Corrupted. Exile. Card. I think I'm cooked here, chat. I don't think there's a damn thing I can do about it. Yeah, I just gotta get rid of that. I think I'm just cooked. Gotta get a damn demon. Game is just pure power creep. No vanilla cards. Seven lines of text. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
You won't be outsmarting me.
All right. decline that. Let's go ahead and let's take that. Decline. Get rid of that first off. I should have.
Luck favors the
Dang it!
foolish,
I should have
after
killed him there. It would have killed him there. Dang it! My bad. See, that's me not paying attention, man. That's how I'm losing. That's how I lose. I should have attacked him straight on with it. Okay. Sure. Gotta be shitting me. Alright, this should do it. Fine. Phone died. Yeah, Menace should win. But I really want to... Oh, it becomes a demon. That's right. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that. Should be a game. Yeah, it becomes a demon. That's right. Forgot about that. I love this card. Arden's a really good card. You know what? I'm thinking about doing like an Arden. I think I might make an Arden. What was that card? What was that white card that I liked? The one that gave a +1/+1 counter and lifelink. The heck was that card, man? I'm trying to figure out what that card was. I hate it. I hate it when I got like a mustache hair tickling my damn nose. Makes me feel like I got a booger hanging out. I don't think I have any of her though. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my my main account here. Man, I'm feeling off, dude. My eyes feel off. I don't know what's going on, dude. Like my eyes. I feel like I got like powder or film on my eyes. I literally just got out of the shower, so I don't know how that could be. Let's see, I use Tiny Bones joins up for Vigaloth, so that when he comes out, I steal their top card for Val right away. Oh, interesting. So this Magus of the Moon has been banned. Now, why did they make it? All right, here we go, chat. All right, guys, let's make a deck. What was that lifelink chick's name again? The white card. Standard. Let's make sure that it's going to be standard where it rotate proof. Okay, so it's 4 mana. She was a rare, I think, or a mythic creature. So Rosa, that's it. Okay. I like Dion. Where's Rosa? Do I have Roses? I'm pretty sure I do because I remember seeing that card and going, man, I just think that's a beautiful card. Wait, do I not have Roses? That can't be true. I don't. That's why I have not been making decks. Okay. It's a cleric, too. I wonder what... Get out of the way, man. I hate it when it does that, dude. I hate it when it blocks your ability to, like, arrow it. They gotta fix some things with this game. I'll go ahead and craft that. it make like a black and white cleric deck? That's actually considered a bird cleric, huh? Nice little protection. Orzo is my slime. What does that mean? Is that you like that? Yeah, I like Orzo too. I think black white is very powerful. Salvation Swan. She's got reach too. Can she do it to herself? On target creature you control. Okay, so she can even do herself. How do I not have any Oblivion? How do I not have any Null Priests on this account? That's crazy. I'm going to craft an entire playset. I like the Null Priest. During your turn, your opponent can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. Dude, you're a disgusting bagel, man. You're an absolutely subversive, disgusting bagel. That's what you are, dude. I hope you get ass cancer. Hey, Gregory, I hope you get ass cancer. Please get ass cancer ASAP. Let me know how that ass cancer turns out for you, bro. I do wish ass cancer on you, by the way. I'm not even joking. I legit wish ass cancer on you. Sound clip that. Alright, let's see. I mean, I'm over here minding my own business, dude. I'm over here minding my own business on my gaming channel, and you want to bring that into my channel. You are the most disgusting, wretched example of a subhuman being I've ever seen. What's up, Rats to the Moon? You are an absolute... I mean, the fact that you already sound like you're missing like a couple of chromosomes, dude. Yeah, it's not a good look, bro. What is this? Eternal Pilgrim, Death Touch. Sacrifice another creature. You gain life equal to the sacrificed creature's toughness. Sacrifice another creature, exile target non-land permanent. Activate only if you have at least 10 life more than your starting life total. I mean, that seems like it would be good. I mean, that's just straight up exile stuff. Man, I've never even seen this card. Go ahead and craft these. And I guess this is still in there. Zoraline. Whenever a bat you control attacks, you gain 1 life. Whenever Zoraline enters or attacks, you may pay 2 life. If you do, return target non-land permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's interesting because I wonder if you have Zoraline, right? And if you bring with a Salvation Swine, or Salvation Swan, let's see. Whenever you gain life on each cleric you control, that seems pretty good. I know there's something that has to do with like during your turn, your opponent can't cast spells or activate abilities of a 4. Okay, that seems like a pretty cool cleric. Go ahead and apply styles. Wait, what? Let's buy this one. Good craft. Wait, wild cards? Oh, that's a Mythic? I'll craft one of those. Why not? Sure, we'll get one of those in there. I've been listening. I have to work on the family tree to get it done before the next month. Yeah, you're right. You know, I'm gonna ignore them. That's exactly it. They just need to be ignored at that point in time. I mean, tell me you're desperate for clicks and views without telling me you're desperate for clicks and views. Let's see what this guy does. Whenever this creature on face, exile another target non-land permanent. If you control it, return it to the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, its controller creates it. Huh. Alright, let's see. He's obviously a cleric. Alright. But I know there's something to do with legendary. I know there's a card that whenever you cast a legendary, you draw a card. I think it's this one right here, right? Whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. And that one's a wizard. No, I wasn't talking tough. He's just one of God's special little children's. Let me see if I can figure something out here, chat. Disgusting people are gonna do disgusting people stuff. Nothing you can do about it, chat. Yeah, that is kind of weird. I think this is too busy right now. I think I'm gonna stick with clerics. I'm gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that. Always tempted to email. Wonder why they do that. I don't know. I kind of want to have 4 of these in here. I don't want to see what this deck does right here. So I definitely, let's see. Let's do Dollhouse. Put 4 Dollhouses in here. I'm brewing something here, Chad. I feel it. I can feel it. Let's get rid of Dion, though. Dion's got to go. What's that enchantment? Is there like there's an enchantment that's black and whenever you gain a life or lose a life? Right here. Lunar conversion. Let's put that in there. Alright, so that'll help trigger Essence Channeler. Let's put a consoles. Console. Put a couple consoles in there, I think. I think maybe one more of these. So that's 61. I don't really have any removal yet. I always run a Case of Uneaten Feast because it can revive my creatures after a field wipe. Yeah, isn't that the that's the right there. Yeah. Yep. I think I'm gonna go with 2 of those. Maybe we'll go with 3 of the Lunar. Maybe only 3 of the Eili. No, why would I burn a rare if I'm not going to put that many in there? I don't know if Toby Beast Befriender might be a good one to have in there because as long as you control 4 or more creature tokens, creatures you control have flying. That helps, right? I mean, most of my stuff doesn't cost. Oh, let me put an iron in here. Oops. Okay. Maybe I'll go down to 3 Null Priests. Well, if I got... I don't know. Well, I mean, if I've got the case, then I don't really need the Null Priests, right? We'll do that. But I don't really have any removal. I think I need like a Get Lost. Life decks are powerful because they basically just run on autopilot. Yeah, they can kind of counteract the landfall nonsense too, I've noticed. I don't know if I need this in there or not. I don't think I do. So I'm down to 61. Oh hell. Maybe only 3 of those. Alright, let's try this. What are we gonna call this? Clerical error. Ah. See how witty I am? Let's see. I mean, it's a life deck, but it's not your standard life deck. It's not like a net deck, I don't think. I've never seen anyone play that Aya chick before at all. There we go. Let's do... Ah, you know, I didn't even think about Planeswalkers, did I? Oh, they finally fixed the pixels on PC. Sure, I guess I'll leave that. Because that was all shaded out, all weird. Let me go Planeswalkers. I mean, I got the Ijani, right? No, definitely not a net deck. The only net life deck is the Revive, the Past, or the Sephiroth decks. Sephiroth might not actually be a bad thought process in here, too. This might actually be... This one might actually not be a bad one to throw to chunk in here. Along with maybe like an Elspeth. Because I'm doing all kinds of sacrifice, right? So I don't even know if I need that in this deck, honestly. With a case. Never heard of mention that card. Never heard you mention that card. I actually had to. This card right here, I actually had to just. I didn't even know it existed. Ailey, Eternal Pilgrim. I don't like it. I think I want to put 4 in here. I really do. I think maybe I'll just put one of this this white mage in here. Let's try this, chat. I don't know how I feel about not having Sheltered by Ghosts in here, but uh-oh. Dove has coffee. Everyone watch out. Yes, thank you for reminding me. I'm going to go grab my coffee. I'll be right back, guys. Be right back. Actually, you know what? I'll put on one of my videos while I'm AFK for a quick second. Or actually, we can listen to this. Chaos in London. How about that? We'll find out a little bit about our world here.
It is absolute chaos here in London. I just arrived after a 9-hour flight. Literally just got dropped off of the Uber right now.
I'm here because this is wrong. It's a time bomb ticking.
Stop the bombs!
These migrant hotels are predominantly comprised of men.
How am I going to walk the streets with my kids on my own? How am I going to feel safe?
Recently, the government has been bringing in people from Afghanistan who are 22 times more likely than British nationals to actually be convicted for sexually assault.
Get a flight over here from France.
Yeah.
£25.
To get about £5,000.
They're going to risk their lives
For £5,000.
£5,000 per person.
Who's paying that? The French and British government.
Stop calling us far right. Protect our women and children.
I don't think it's far right to love your country.
This isn't what I was expecting when I booked a Jet2 holiday.
I wasn't expecting there to be an active protest right now, but there is, and there's a lot of police presence, so let's go see what's going on.
It's not about right or wrong, left. It's about right and wrong. This is not about the color. Keeping our children safe. This is not about the color. It's about our daughters' rights. Safety for our families, our children, our relatives. Everyone, our loved ones. It's not about any color. No,
Muslim or Catholic. We're a different thing. We want peace. Peace.
We are here for a peaceful protest. I don't need to be here because the establishment will protect me if I do anything wrong. But I am here because that's wrong. I am here because this is wrong. I am only here to save my kids' future, your kids' futures. I took asylum in this country 3 decades ago. I ran from save these people. And today they are here to us again. No more. We are here. I'm not running again. No more. They are here to kill you, you. Sorry for my language, but this is the truth. You should know that because I am from the same land they're coming from. They are barbarians. They are barbarians. They will pretend they are good. They will pretend they are very happy, good-faced man, sir, madam. Once they have got established, they will you. They are the time bomb. It's a time bomb ticking. Believe me, it's coming from the brown man from the same land. It happened to us in Afghanistan. It will happen here again. Believe me or don't believe me. I am here for future of my kids, your kids. I have to repay back the country who gave me everything. Thank you.
Holy shit. I feel like crying, like my hands are shaking. That's crazy.
Could you give me a basic understanding of what's happening here? Like, someone with
Yeah.
no idea.
The Epping Hotel was kind of an epicenter of these demonstrations. So what we're currently seeing on social media is a suggestion that we should have a national demonstration for protests from each constituency that houses illegal migrant hotels. So out of the 650 constituencies, 52 constituencies out of that collective, predominantly the constituencies that are the vulnerable, that are the veterans, that are the elderly, they're the ones that are housing these economic migrants in local business hotels.
What are you drinking?
I am screaming, stop calling us far right, protect our women and children.
I asked, what are you drinking?
What am I drinking?
Yeah.
Water. Yeah, it's in a fancy can.
It looks like beer.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's definitely not beer. It's definitely vodka.
I see people drinking beer outside, and so...
It's definitely vodka. It's not beer.
Is it actually water? It's pink.
No, it's vodka.
Yeah, I mean, in the U.S., they don't really just drink in the street.
No. They're doing it all wrong. That's the best place to drink, is in the street. As you can tell.
So the British public, and especially the local residents of Epping, after an incident which involved the 14-year-old being inappropriately touched by an economic migrant that had only been here for less than a week.
Immigrants have come across in their boats. The statistics, the rapes, the sexual assaults have gone up vastly.
Yeah, stop the boats.
Yeah.
And leave our kids alone.
And so
save our children and save our British women. We are not far right. We are not racist. We're here to protect our kids. Enough is enough.
Being fed up of that, they had demonstrations on Thursday, which unfortunately turned violent as the police intentionally kind of travelled counter-demonstrators towards the demonstration that was against the Epping Hotel being here in the first place.
So here we have a group of people who actually can form coherent sentences, and then on the other side of the street, they are saying, stand up, fight back, as if they're cheerleaders or something. Okay, that's kind of something I've never seen before, is that the policeman looks like he's vlogging or that he's recording. It sounds like the basic left-wing protesters are against the street saying the typical kind of pre-scripted quotes. They look like paid protesters. They all have the same exact sign.
Protect our kids!
No, they ain't. They're calling us racist, saying that illegal immigrants should be housed here.
Pedo scum! Or far straight! Pedo scum!
99.90% of them are men.
We're paying serious money living in this borough for them to come in, to walk into the borough like it's nothing.
If they're really coming here because they're scared, then why is it only men on the boats? Why is it only working age men on the boats? There's no women and children on the boats.
So, Jack, you're taking off on X. What's that like?
It's great. It's amazing. It's good to see so many interactions, and more than not just me. It's getting the news out about what's happening here. About obviously this hotel becoming an asylum hotel, where obviously the risk is we're going to have people from countries who are so much more likely to sexually assault women and girls. Recently, the government has been bringing in people from Afghanistan who are 22 times more likely than British nationals to actually be convicted for sexually assault, of sexual assault in this country. And obviously, this is all being paid for at the behest of the British taxpayer. Recently, we found it was £2 billion it's going to take for the asylum hotels, which over the year is basically the cost of 285,000 people's net contributions over the course of the year, which is the city the size of Newcastle.
Britain is waking up now.
Isn't it funny when you do knife crime, there's no police officers?
Yeah, Britain is waking up.
And there's never any police
I need your
officers
glove.
around.
Yeah, I know, right. I'll be over at literally half past. I'll come off in literally
That's
5
so
minutes.
ridiculous. Yeah, they're here to protect from you. I mean, you just look so intimidating.
And I'll still be
Yeah,
Not at all.
it's a joke.
Not at all.
Have you come all the way from America, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, bless you.
Are you from Denver? Who are you with?
She's come all the way from America, people.
I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah, this woman here, all the way from America, journalist.
Well, do you know what? I don't. With us. Mine.
Yeah, she's come all the way from America. And if anyone wants to come in the box quickly and tell this woman,
break the system for what it is.
what you want to say into this.
Because it's not being funny. Like in America, you've got you do your due diligence. Your government does their due diligence. Who they allow in their country. This don't. This don't.
Yeah, I know.
Does its due diligence. They don't do background checks.
Enough is enough.
Enough security checks. Because I'm not being funny. Like our children. Like these people that are coming from these particular countries are allowed to have sexual intercourse with children as young as 8. As young as 8, and it's disgusting.
Now, the real issue is that if you look normatively in the United Kingdom at demonstrations like this, the police do an incredibly good job at dividing the counter-demonstrators to the demonstrators. But what I mean is that the police are incredibly concerned about public society and cohesion. So it seems like a particular either loaded or an act of incompetence for the police to intentionally have the counter demonstrators, like Antifa, like Stand Up to Racism, be beside the demonstrators at Epping. This of course continued on to Sunday evening, where we had another round of demonstrations. Then on Monday at Dis, where a migrant hotel had been transitioned into a male-only accommodation. So the issue is that these migrant hotels are predominantly comprised of men. These men, being sexually frustrated, unfortunately kind of can't integrate well with these local communities. Like, for example, I was in Dis the other day. Dis has a OPI hotel for the elderly right next to a child's park. So these two areas are kind of sandwiched in with these migrants that can't really, of course, integrate well. Places like this, places like Aldershot, places like Epping are kind of calling for a national demonstration like this in Canary Wharf. So what's happened at Canary Wharf, ladies and gentlemen, is that in response to Epping, they have now moved from the local hotel model to buying out big corporate chains to kind of send them here. Now, the Britannia Hotel in Canary Wharf is notoriously luxury. Not all chains of the Britannia Hotel are known for its luxury, but this one has a spa and swimming pool. So it's not really the essential form of living that someone that's claiming refuge would kind of need, unfortunately. That's what we're currently seeing right now. And what you've just seen there is a emergency, even though there's no emergency, for people protecting people who are in a hundreds of stories hotel protected by the police. And I think that they're kind of attempting to antagonize the already peaceful demonstrators. People like here have been here since 2 o'clock, and I haven't really seen any outrage so far, so we kind of just need to see what happens from there. But it's just fashionable right now. If we see that coming into the...
No, it's super strange. It's almost like I've been telling you guys this. Probably some of you that have been following me for a hot minute over here on YouTube. This is exactly what I said was on the way. This is exactly what it's exactly what I warned people about. I said it's coming. Whenever you put differing cultures together, the closer the proximity, the quicker conflict happens. That's just the nature of the beast since time immemorial. What was written 20 years ago? Let's see. Sleepers don't get told what their assignment is until it's the day that they're to be activated, so they can just blend in. Yep. Military disguised as asylum seekers. Yep. Oh, wait. I can't say that, Outlook. Yeah. You're not allowed to say those things. Before I got here, Tim had 26 illegals taken off our property. All men, all military age. Yep. The issue in Europe, though, is they gave up their sovereignty. They gave up their weapons. That's when it comes right down to it. Australia is the same way. They gave up their weapons. They don't have a say-so. Now they're just at the whim. They're just at the whim of their government now. All right, so we're gonna play clerical error here. We'll see if there's any glaring holes in it. Any. You know, I really don't want to make just some net deck or some deck that everyone else makes, but I'm guessing some Sheltered by Ghost, some more removal is going to be needed, maybe some cut downs. I'm hoping that it'll grow fast enough that I can overwhelm my opponent by the time they realize what's happening. I don't know, though. Oh, I did not put lands in it, did I?
The winter time, these demonstrators kind of continue this. I would then make a case that kind of the UK's on a turning point. But right now, protests become popular in summer. That's what we saw in Southport, unfortunately. So I really want to see activism kind of being done out of demonstration.
Right after this, we're going to be checking out Candace Owens. Apparently, she's being sued, and it was by the French. The French government suing Candace Owens. You can't write this stuff, guys. You just can't write this stuff. It's delicious. I tried to tell you about lands, but you were getting snacks. Sorry about that. Actually, I was letting my dog out, too, and getting my coffee. I got my coffee, and then I got my ice water. Trying to stay hydrated much as I can. I feel like I don't have enough, maybe lower casting clerics or something. Candace is blasting people for their nonsense. Yep. Candace Owens is calling it like it is. What's up, buddy? Buddy, please, just go lay down. You act like you're starving all the time, buddy. Yeah, I gotta get rid of that. Yeah, this deck's not. I should have gone with like 1 drops, 2 drops. Let me see what I gotta put in here. Yeah, I don't really have any like turn 1 moves. Well, turn 1 move would be Authority of Console or the Feast. Turn 2 move would be this. Turn 3 move should be Gainsborough. I don't know. I think my opponent. Yeah. I don't know, chat.
Done in the summertime. But that's kind of all I have to say.
And how do you think the protests will make a difference?
Well, they already have. There's been cases in Wales of migrant hotels being shut down. Of course, the Epping migrants have been sat out of their hotel and moved into here. So if we continually push the Labour government, whose current policy is of appeasement, trying to kind of flip-flop into any type of voting bloc, I do see a potential change, but there needs to be a continuing momentum.
Guys, don't forget to join me every Friday for live Q&As, only available on the Patreon. The link is in the description.
How much money is going on this while, you know, you have veterans and homeless British people starving on the streets, not getting help, but, you know, you come across the channel or you get imported by the government, you know, you get a free 4-star hotel stay.
And today there was, I guess, what they call anti-racist protesters. Do you know what organization they come from?
Yes, they're part of a Stand Up to Racism. They're one of the biggest leftist groups in the country. They regularly organise protests. They've organised a counter-protest in Sunday at Epping, which is where the protest happened last week. They're now organising one on Sunday there. They will often bus in communist, anti-fair agitators.
I don't have any board clear. I need board clear in here. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, this deck is not really well thought out, honestly, at all. Yeah.
And they'll have their signs, and they're very well organized. They're a very well organized group.
Like, what are the chances that, like, the Grand Abolisher, right? What are the chances that I'm going against Grand Abolisher? I've got a Grand Abolisher in my deck, the same exact art. The way it pairs you up with your opponents is so weird. It's very strange. I'm sure he's got some kind of buff or some kind of direct damage. All right, let's get on with it. The matchmaker cheats. Yeah, dude, it's like it just makes me not really want to play the game, to be honest with you. That's how bad it is.
Ready to disrupt any right-wing protest. That's the difference, team.
Like you'll get so many decks where you'll get so many opponents where they'll either have the exact antithesis to your deck and counter it like right from the get-go. Right? All right, let's check this out. It'll be like, or it'll be a mirror match. It's the weirdest, most bizarre stuff ever. Where is it? What even is this deck? It says new deck. I haven't even finished it. Oh, that's right. This is the one with the meat hook and stuff. Oh, that's right. The one with the Zodiac. What are we going to call this one? I call it meat hook. I'll try it. I'll give this one a shot. Why not? Let's finish this one.
Who are any of us but anxiety's given form?
Let's go with the Black Lotus. What did I call it? Where was it? Meat hook. Favorite it. American flag. See, yeah, it's. Oh, you haven't seen that one, or have you seen that one before? It's really awesome. Oh, let's try this one. Whoa, I heated that coffee up way too much. I did it on the stovetop convection. Go lay down, Shadow. Go lay down. Go lay down. I'll feed you later. Stop begging for food, dude.
Them and this was spontaneous. There's no leader, there's no organization. It was just, you know, hundreds of people just coming out to voice their concerns about this migrant hotel. Whereas over there, they had ringleaders, they had signs and placards already. They knew all the chants.
Brick.
Yeah, they're extremely, they're bussed in. But obviously now they've gone. Yeah, they don't stand here for that long. They just like to get there.
It's like they're off at like 4 and then they leave.
Yes, exactly.
And so, what's going to be the topic of conversation with Alex Jones that you're going to be doing tomorrow?
So, yes, we're going to be talking about, obviously, what's been going on here. Obviously, the migrants in Epping, and probably, talking about the wider issues in the country, especially when it comes to mass migration, demographic change, all of that sort of thing.
Yeah. And so, one question I have is a lot of people have been discussing the Sharia law and how.
So I will say this: look, Western men are guilty of letting Western women walk all over them. I mean, that's just a fact. And Western women have themselves to blame for all these Muslim men coming into their country. They begged for this. They 100% begged for this, chat. They demanded it. They sat there and poked all these men in the chest and told them, "You misogynist piece of..." Blah, blah, blah. So now these Western men are like, all right. You know, the women that didn't do that, they'll get the protection of these Western men. The women that didn't, I hope you like being a concubine. I hope you like being a schmexual schmave, because that's exactly what's going to happen to you. You're gonna get put into bondage. But you wanted this. You said the Western man. You said the Western male was toxic in his masculinity, didn't you? Yeah, you wanted the barbarian to be at the gate, didn't you? You'd rather have the barbarian at the gate than have a man open a car door for you.
They're trying to implement that basically worldwide. How does that relate to this? Or does religion tie into this for these migrants, and maybe that's the reason why people are concerned for their kids?
Where's the manna? Like, what is going on, dude? What the heck is going on, dude?
Why Afghans are 22 times more likely to sexually assault. I think it's culture. It's far more something to do with the way they've been brought up. You know, if Afghanistan was a different religion, I think they would still have this, propensity to sexually assault in the same way that they do. I think it's far more something deeply cultural than simply just the surface level beliefs.
Is there any areas here in the UK that have already been basically dominated or taken over by migrants who have been here for a long time?
Well, I mean, we're in East London now, and East London was, a very, you had the Cockneys in East London. Now in areas such as Whitechapel, Bow, West Ham, all of these areas, a lot of the locals have been pushed out. Whitechapel especially, if you go to Whitechapel tube station, the signs of the tube...
Well, it's like everything on my deck seems to cost 5 mana or more, apparently. I mean, it's just... I don't know why I'm making some of these dumb decks, man. That's trash. I gotta get rid of some of these. You know what I wanted to do, actually? I wanted to do... wanted to make a version of this where I use elixirs. How many cards is this? It's a 65 card deck, elixirs. So, I mean, ain't gonna hurt if I chunk some elixirs in there, is it? I don't think so. Put one more of those in there. There we go. Elizabeth was his mom. Speaking of Elizabeth, I haven't seen her on the live. I hope she's doing well. And I think she left like a message on one of my videos. All right, let's try this. Mana cards on group matches, made manipulated draws. Yeah, you know the funny thing too is there's so many times I've play tested a deck in standard and I never have mana issues. The second I go into ranked, mana issues. Like 2 land draws. Like you'll get a lot. That's 3 two-land draws in a row, chat. I mean, I'll be honest with you. It's this stuff like this that makes you want to put your fucking fist right through your monitor. I'm not gonna lie. It's it's crazy. It's insanity. And I know that there's like I think there are people that have done like a system of it. Croxy does that too. He basically doesn't put anything in his deck that's more than 3 mana. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the crown.
Tube station there is in English and in Bengali, for example. So, you know, you go out of Whitechapel Tube Station and you don't see an English face. There are so many other areas of the country as well.
Oh, look at that.
North, Bradford, you know, other areas around that, around the Manchester Leeds spectrum, which obviously had the Pakistani grooming gangs and rape gangs there. But yeah, certainly in East London, you know, the Cockneys who are here have been forced out, while a lot of them moved out to Essex in Epping. And in fact, you know, you had people who would have lived in East London who are now in Epping, who are some of the protesters against this migrant hotel just this last weekend.
What would you say are some misconceptions about what's actually happening here? Misconceptions about the protesters? Anything that's not being reported correctly in mainstream media?
Well, I think generally, of course, you know, they like to tar everybody with the brush of far right. Yeah, I think a lot of people have said, oh, it's not far right, you know, we're just right. Or, you know, we're just local, normal people, which is true. You know, I don't think it's far right to want your country not to be flooded with millions of strange foreign men who are going to, you know, rape all wives and daughters.
This is what this is the funny thing too, because I mean I've got like a bunch of artifacts in this deck. I've got oftentimes I'll get all land, no dragons, right? Oh, there you go. Now we got a dragon. It's so bizarre how this. It's almost predictable whether or not my deck is going to let me win or not.
London. I want to do an exchange to get out of London because of this. They've got all these asylum seekers. Do you think I'm going to get an exchange now? And they're opposite me. I can't afford to live. Get them my children's safety around here. My dad did 35 years in the army. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it sounds like me. I've done how many years in the army for this to have everything in my country just. No, well, see, you weren't serving England. You were actually serving Israel, lady. We're all serving Israel. It would seem, and people are slowly starting to wake up. Fuck off, dude. Oh God, it's so ridiculous. We're all serving Israel. Every single one of us serving Israel.
Because they've got post-traumatic stress disorder. What they've seen, a friend blown, the leg's blown up. I mean, they're in the streets in the freezing cold.
Just trace back where all the money's coming from these NGOs, and it's coming from mostly all the aid money that goes to Israel is getting refunneled into these NGOs. Most of the aid money that's going to Ukraine is getting refunneled into these NGOs, and then they're turning around and using that money plus kickbacking and paying off politicians to shove all these people into your countries in order to destabilize your countries, because the only one thing that stands against Israel's global control and hegemony is the West. Well, what's the West? It's Western Europe, Canada, America, Australia, parts of New Zealand. Understand that the West is the one thing stopping Israel from enslaving the world. And the fact that you're not allowed to say these things tells you that it's dangerous for people to hear the truth. If it was a lie, you know, I mean, how many times have I been lied about and misrepresented? And I go, yeah, these people are idiots. They're morons at the end of the day. But, you know, it's funny. If I were Israel and these people online that were saying all the crap that they're saying about me, that's not true. There would be like lawsuits and hitmen and all kinds of, I mean, that's how Israel works. And so the sooner that people realize that, the sooner that people realize that Israel does not give a fuck about the Gentile. And they sure shit don't give a shit about God. They don't give a fuck about God. Israel hates God. And the sooner you realize that Israel hates God, I'm not cursing Israel. I think Israel should repent, should hit its knees, turn its face towards the Lord, and seek forgiveness, so that the God will heal the land. But He won't, because they're full of hubris.
It's very weird. It's very suspicious that they're okay with
The
spending
bagels, yeah,
millions and millions of
bagels.
dollars on asylum seekers or refugees. Again, I'm back here to give you guys a little bit of perspective. You can see the hotel right here and some counter protesters with all the same exact signs with police in front.
I mean, Candace Owen is dealing with it right now. Because you know the bagel hegemony, that's going to be like that's going to be my first T-shirt design is going to be bagel hegemony. Yeah, maybe that should be my first bit of merch.
Front of the protesters, basically in a way blocking off the protesters, protecting them, and then you have a wall of police here in front of the protesters who are against.
I mean, just look at what's going on in Europe. Like I've said to you guys before, right? I keep saying this. The police aren't there to protect you. They're there to shove you in prison when you start to protest against what your government's doing. Now, it's funny because the people that call themselves like anti-government and protesting the government and First Amendment auditors are really not much different than the Stasi. They're really not much different than the people that they claim to rail against. Yeah, they're the brown shirts of the community, right? And they're the useful idiots that are doing the work of the community, who is the communism, basically, overall. These guys are communists. Most of the people that call themselves 1A are communists. I mean, look at that press Arter guy. He's talking about a union. He's talking about, fucking horoscope signs and shit. What kind of fucking fag are you, dude? Like, I'm not. What man in general like is all about like fucking horoscope signs, man? Sorry, I gotta. All right. Nope. Not letting it happen. Not stealing my joy. Nice try, devil. Come on back if you ever want to try again.
Against these refugees,
Not letting it happen.
countries and putting their families in danger.
I just finished having a coffee on the 38th floor with the most beautiful view I have ever seen. This city is so gorgeous, but back here on the ground, it feels like, man, reality.
You don't get my joy today.
But just for anybody who is from London, some things that have surprised me here so far is the buildings, the houses. They're really neat. They look pretty antique and cute. But I'm also surprised by how
me too.
Like familiar everything looks and feels. Especially here, they call this like Little Manhattan. And so it's kind of interesting that in New York they had the Roosevelt Hotel, which has been shut down. So hopefully similar things can happen. Also, by the way, it doesn't seem like they have a shutdown Epping, because I was just told by newscasters that when they were there yesterday, there's people going in and out, migrants who are just going to explore the city, and there's still people living there. So I'm not sure if they moved them, or I have a question.
Yeah.
You know, like in Epping, right? There's a migrant hotel.
Yeah.
It's still operating. Did they come here, or
Yeah, basically what's happening is they're supposed to be closing the Epping Hotel.
Goes the mana again.
Hotel, and they're supposed to be moving them into this hotel that we're outside now, and they're due here any time.
See, like this card right here is another absolutely insane card right there. The Waystone Guidance. I mean, it's an uncommon, chat. That's another just insane card. Yeah, Arena's consistent. Yeah. This is what do you call it? Yeah, I'm done. I'm cooked. I needed to be able to like get some mana. I'm not getting enough mana here. Yeah, this game. What is going on today, man? I need to play something different, dude. This is like my decks. They're not performing like at all. All right, we'll do Breaking from Tradition. Hey, not a net deck. Yeah, I'm about to go full toxic, man. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, yeah, maybe I'll just go full toxic. Maybe I'll go find a super toxic frickin' deck and just you know, the version of red deck wins. No, I'm not doing it. I can't do that.
I'm now the next 24 hours.
I've got an 18-year-old daughter.
Come on, say it loud and proud.
And I tell you what, anyone touches her, I will go 25 years for my kids. And I tell you.
Yeah, speaking of which, there was a guy recently that was put away in prison for raping this, I think she was like 13 at the time, and now she's 14, little girl. And yeah. And he ended up getting arrested for it. They released him almost instantly, or they let him bond out. He got out and did it again. They heard their dog barking in the middle of the night. They woke up and they checked the house, checked their daughter's room, found she was missing. The father went out looking for his daughter, found her in the car with the guy who just got arrested for raping her multiple times. Right? And he unalived him. So now that guy's being charged with murder and has no bond. So maybe if they hadn't let that absolute disgusting person out on bond, he never would have done that again. That man never would have taken that other man's life who did that to his daughter and would not be in jail today. Cause and effect, domino effect. At what point in time, right? At what point in time are we going to start holding the judicial accountable for what it's doing? Or not doing. Better example there. At what point in time are we going to start, you know what I mean? Like if you're a judge or a prosecutor and you let that slip through the crack, you only get so many screw ups before you either get disbarred or you'd have to serve a sentence or something. I agree, Safara. I think the man is a hero. I absolutely agree he's a hero. Yep.
You know what? I'm very passionate. My kids, my aunties, and everyone. We need to have safe existence. We need to feel safe in our own environment. I'm not.
These decks are just ridiculous.
Or like my son.
Just another net deck, chat. It's just another net deck right here. You seeing it? Just another net deck, chat. Another net deck. Another non-imaginative net deck. Just another net deck. Just another one. This guy would have been dead that turn. Just another net deck. Just another net deck. Just another unoriginal copy and paste net deck. Yeah, it is all by design, Seth. It is by design. I think you're a fool to not see that the world is wicked, and the wicked encompass the righteous. The wicked encompass the righteous, and therefore wrong judgment proceedeth forth. The defense counsel should get charged by aiding and abetting the second crime by that guy. I agree. Yeah, I think when these George Soros bought and paid for backed prosecutors and judges and attorneys, I think when they have to look, it's another net deck, chat. Oh, it's another net deck. Look. It's another landfall deck. Check it out, chat. Isn't that cool? It's another unimaginative net deck. It's so awesome. Original. So original.
that leave. This is our birthright. This is his birthright.
It seems like a big misconception is that it's about race or about skin color.
It's not. It's about safety mechanisms.
Yeah.
They need to do maximum security checks. They don't. Of course. And also, 99.9% of them are men. Why is that?
Yeah.
Why are they leaving their children?
From war-torn
Why are they
countries.
leaving their children and
Their
wives
wives.
at home?
From war-torn countries. And the war-torn countries from the age of 20.
So these people are finally waking up, realizing that Jews hate you. The Jews hate you. The Jews go all over the world. The world is their playground. They do whatever they want, wherever they want to do it. And then when they sufficiently upset the people from that nation, they either get deleted, thrown out, harmed in all kinds of different ways. Their stuff gets seized, right? I mean, there's a reason why they say 109 different territories. Like, I don't understand the cope here. I can't imagine getting kicked out of 109 different relationships, in which case every instance of the breakup was the other person versus me, and me sitting in front of the world going, well, obviously they're bigot, racist, homophobes. Obviously they're anti this, anti that. Obviously they're the problem. They're big meanie heads. Like, what level of cope is that? Like, what level of cope is required to sit there and project that the reason why 109 different women broke up with this one guy over here is because they're just assholes, and he's fine. He's good. Yeah, I would agree with that on so far. I would agree with that. People are waking up, but you know what? I would say it's almost too late. What's up, Karma? I would say it's almost too late. I think the West is kind of cooked. I think the degenerate, sodomite, indoctrination, perversion, the turning away the youth from their own nation and hating their elders. It was the beginning, the end, and the middle of it all. Yeah, cool story. John the Baptist was a meanie, and Jesus was a meanie. Yep. Yeah, I mean they hate Jesus, man. I mean, look what they did to John. Look at all the way that they treated anybody in the Bible that seemed like a decent human being. Just look at the way they treated them all. With disdain, hatred, bitterness. The world is wicked. The world hated me before it hated you, Christian. For I testify that its works are wicked, that it is evil.
Can you believe that?
Exactly.
Coming from
Why isn't this hotel filled with women?
This is what I'm saying. I can't wait to find out
who's looking after their wife and children.
Capacity, the occupancy of this hotel. I want to know the ratio. I want to know the ratio of male and female, and I guarantee you, it is a 90% ratio. Wow. Guarantee you.
Honestly, it is terrible. And the thing is, like, these guys, they've not.
Yeah, 90% military age male. But if you say that to Sage, who's paid by George Soros, that has become very obvious to me. That Sage is now a George Soros paid operative. Well, why would you say they're military age? Oh, why? Well, because they're military age, dude. I got eyes. I got a brain. I kind of understand it. I know what an insurgency is, dude. That's what I did for 5 years. I trained counterinsurgency training in the Army. Yeah, it's kind of one of my skills.
Not the promoting boats. None of them been like vetted coming into the country.
Yes, but they're safe in France.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They've not been vetted coming into the country, and you don't know what they're bringing in with them. Like, they could be loaded with explosive bombs, whatever. We don't know.
So you don't know what their actual criminal record is.
Like the villagers.
See, violent revolt happens when peaceful protest is disallowed. Many examples of where the government, the police even, will bust in a counter narrative to the people assembling in order to try to pick a fight with them, so that the police will then have a reason to beat up the ones that they want to shut up and arrest them. You can get arrested for posts on social media, my friends.
Villages are burnt to the ground with women and children, and these guys are over here after doing that.
Make that make sense.
Do they not know that they could be
For posting a meme or a joke, you can get arrested in England.
employing terrorists to come and to actively active? They've already done it over Canary Wharf once.
They blew it up.
They blew it up once.
Blew up what?
Mill Harbour.
This one was blew up. This one in the 90s.
In the 90s, it was blown up. And now they're moving terrorists in here from war-torn countries.
Do they not know if they're harbouring terrorists? This is what I want to. This is what that.
We're scared. We're scared.
Security, risk assessment.
We're scared. We're scared for our children.
It needs to be risk assessment. Listen, I've got a mixed race home. So no,
we're not racist, we're realists.
Exactly.
And these boats that they're coming on, what organization owns the boats? Or
okay, listen, let's put it into perspective, right? Let's put it into perspective.
Okay.
To get a flight over
British
here,
British government.
to get a flight over here from France,
yeah,
£25.
Appreciate that.
To get about £5,000.
This is like one of my favorite decks, actually. I love this deck. This is just an absolutely amazing deck.
To get on the dinghy.
When it works, it really works.
Risk their lives. They've got £5,000 per person.
Who's paying that? The French and British government.
So instead of taking cheap flights, they're getting these.
Yeah, the French and the British government are paying for these people to come into the country. They're paying for them to come into the country. What more do you need to know? Your own government is paying to replace you. I've been struggling Mythic, and I had to make a Chat GPT deck to get Mythic. Like, for real? Can you make a Chat GPT deck? Or is like a net deck? My beloved says she's going to stop and get milk. Going to get milk and heavy cream after work. Awesome, because this coffee is lacking. All right, pass. Real, I made me a mono black deck from the top 2,000 mono black decks in standard. Really? Was it good? So they were paid to look the other way. Oh wait, that's our government. Yep. Yeah, everyone's being paid off. Understand that the people that are supposed to work for you are actively working against you, with very few exceptions. Even your local churches are being paid to house illegal immigrants. They're being paid off. And your greedy little pastors are just lapping up. They can't listen. Those pastors cannot lap up fast enough whatever money is going to get donated to their church, because it eventually finds its way into their pockets, into their nice cars, into their stomachs when they go to nice dinners. 26 wins, 5 losses, only a lone match loss, and best of 3. Not my church, brother. Well, I hope not. I hope not. A lot of people say those things, and then they find out what people are really up to behind the scenes. I mean, if you would have asked me if my pastor might have If you would ask me if my pastor is making little Mick churches in order to become the next Joel Osteen, I would have said no. That's impossible. There's no way. But I suspect he might be doing exactly that. That's my gut instinct. Matter of fact, I kind of had a premonition he was doing that, or had discernment he was doing that about 2 years ago. And they've started up like 4 churches now. It's all about royalties, right? Ask a rich man who's sitting on a yacht, and ask him how he made his money. He'll say, Subway. Oh, you own a lot of Subway restaurants? No, that's a liability. You own the licenses to franchise the Subway, and then you just get money off profit. That's it. You just sit back and you get residuals. You're just all profit, no liability, no overhead, nothing. It's just pure profit. That's it. I'm very skeptical of churches in 2025. My Bible commentary was written 200 years ago. Yeah, I'm thinking about going a little bit more old school. I think I'm thinking about going Orthodox with my, might get back to my Greek roots. I'm really doing some thinking on it. Because something's got to change, chat. Something's got to change. What do we do here, chat? What are we going to do here? I think we do this. Get rid of that. I mean, he literally put what I needed right back into my hand to exile that, didn't he? Just didn't realize it. I love Jill, too, by the way. I want to make a deck with Jill. Jill's awesome. Yeah, this is my get into Mythic deck. It's a pretty good deck. Actually, I want to see what my win rate is on it. Let's finish this video.
These really expensive boat rides?
Because they're not willing to.
Let me pause it real quick. I want to find out what my win rate is on with this particular deck here. Well, it's got all kinds of different. Hmm. 59%. I'm 73 and 51 with this deck. 73 and 51. That's pretty good.
To put across their passports. Why is that then? Why is that? Why is that?
We can't vet them. We don't know who they are.
Because they're coming over and they're £400
I have ether hubbed my G. Ether hubbed? I don't know what that means.
544 rooms. So you work it right, work out on the ratio, work out on this ratio, right? Say for instance there's 2 people to a room.
Yeah.
Double that. Yeah. Double that. That's how many people are going to be coming to here. 3 people. 15, 16, 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's just one hotel.
That's one hotel. That hotel group is...
Lady, for the love of God, either take the jacket off or put it on. What are you doing?
Getting paid 365 billion a year. What that out of the ratio? 400 pounds a night. But our...
I mean, don't get me wrong. She looks really fit for like being in her 60s, but my God, what?
Veterans that have served the country to protect our borders and protect our liberty are homeless. They've got severe PTSD, they've got chronic anxiety, they've got everything. So they're not protecting our own people.
Yeah.
A little girl on the street in broad daylight.
Wow.
You can research it, read about it. It's insane.
I said the police, they should be standing with us. They're meant to be looking after the community.
They're not standing with you because they care about their paycheck. Their paycheck helps them feed their family. At the end of the day, people, this whole community nonsense, at the end of the day, they don't care about you. They care about whether or not they're putting food on the table for themselves and their family. Very few people care about others as much, if not more, than they care about their own. Very few people. Matter of fact, the last guy that I knew that was really good at it got nailed to a piece of wood. His name was Jesus Christ. Can I tell you about my Lord and Savior?
But they're not, are they? They're standing against us. They think that we're a problem. They think we're far right. But I tell you what, there's no one far right here. The only people I see here are my neighbours. They're the only people I see here because we've had enough. That's it. I wouldn't get on a train and go to something like this. This is around the corner from me, from my children, from my children's school. How am I going to walk the streets with my kids on my own? How am I going to feel safe? I'm not allowed to take a weapon out with me. But as a woman, if you've got 3 men surrounding you, what are you going to be able to do? And I'm here with my children. No, I'm not having it. I'll be here as long as it takes.
Was it true that they
But
were
they
throwing
know not what they
eggs
do.
at protesters yesterday?
Yes, I was standing outside the front of the hotel, and to my left, eggs came flying through the windows.
What?
Look at what I'm saying, guys. Look, I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that I had this, I'd be screwed. Because look, all the islands. Look at all the islands. Crazy, chat. It's crazy. What is this thing even doing? When you commit a crime, each opponent mills 3 cards. Okay. Let's just throw this up here. Go back to your hand.
The illegals. For what reason I have
Karma's
no
saying
idea,
hi to Nero.
But it says something to me. They're here for free.
Saying hi to Sephiroth.
And they're abusing us throwing eggs, which is, you know, it's not good at all.
There is single parents around here that cannot afford affordable housing and cannot afford to be put in a place or might not be in a situation to. And these people have been put into a hotel straight from immigration and been given a place, been given a 5-star hotel.
Look at the buildings around where them men are going to be looking at little young children, everything. Why are they men? They're not women and children, they're men. Right, and with children, you've got to shut their curtains with their children running about in knickers and vests. It isn't right.
What do you have to say to people who say that this is racism?
It's not racism. It's not racism. I've got a mark on my arm. I'm half Turkish. I mean, I'm not a racist girl. But the fact of the matter is, we want to keep our children safe. Our children and my children have got no chance of getting a house in London. She lives away from me, miles away with her first child with anxiety, serious depression and OCD and everything else. The London Borough would not house her. She's moved away now and asked Mummy, my baby's crying, Mummy, this, and she's miles away. She should be around the corner from me. She's worked from 16 years old with mental illnesses.
Yep, he's about the tithing, but he can choose one or the other.
Because the London Borough will not house her. So, yeah, we have got right. We've got every right to sit and be upset. We're paying serious money living in this borough for them to come in, walk into the borough like it's nothing. Like I said, sometimes I pay my bills. I'm eating beans on toast the rest of the week, the rest of the month to pay my bills. Do you know what I mean? And then my children are not safe. So come into an area like this. No, it's wrong.
You've got girls around here that get beat up by their boyfriends, they're single mums, they get put into a hostel that's full of crackheads, and then these lot come here, 4-star hotel. If they're really coming here because they're scared, then why is it only men on the boats? Why is it only working age men on the boats? There's no women and children on the boats, and the women and children are not scared.
Would you tell me more about the boats? What company is it? Is it like small little paddle boats that somebody just makes, or is it an organization? Like, what company? Or
It's the Jews! Soak that hoe! It's Israel, dude. 100% Israel. Shell Company, Israel. Same people that are snapping up properties all over America. Yeah. There's something coming, chat. They're going to try to put the world in balance with nature to reduce the population to no more than 500 million. It's coming.
Your organization is.
I don't know, they're usually just inflatable boats.
It's a coming.
They have about
Pay attention.
10 boats on the boat.
Oh, okay.
The French, we pay 7 billion a year now to France for them to stop this. They don't do nothing. They escort them to the English waters and hand them over to our Coast Guard.
The French are just deporting them here.
Basically,
George Guidestones, yep.
They literally escort them to our waters.
Bro, man, you've been following me for a long time. because this is all stuff I've covered. I've covered all of this stuff, man.
And they escort it over to our walls.
It's fun. And I was like, oh, fuck. If I don't go wake up in the morning, I know I'm going to miss something.
Oh my god.
Wake up, 7:30, check it. Oh, what do you mean?
And it's like the
Yeah, same here.
is there. Like the police are there, like helping them.
This dude's got a 200 and some odd. Got a big deck. That's a big deck. You got a real big deck. All right, my turn. All right, here we go. Well, if I do this, right? If I do this, right? I'll say intern. Let's see what happens here, chat. Let's see what happens here.
Looks like AI.
Don't it? I can confirm it's not. Kind of wish it was.
Well, they had, it was every Carver's birthday and had like a...
What was it like
Yeah,
seeing
that's
the
true.
people enter the country on the boats?
Oh yeah, that's good. That is a good one. It's quite an eye-opener, I think, because everyone reads about it. You know, you read so much in the press and you read so much in the news, and people are very quick to assume. Actually seeing it in person, being in the water with them, it's quite harrowing. So I find it very insightful.
Make sure you're subscribed. There's a lot of footage that is coming up.
All right, guys, we're gonna get Candace Owens. Why did they call her Candace Owen? She's got an S on the end of her name. How are these people? How do they get her name wrong so much? This was streamed 5 minutes ago, chat. 5 minutes ago.
He sat down to interview Macron until it actually...
There we go, chat.
All right, you guys, happy Thursday. So I didn't know that it was a career goal of mine until it actually happened. But yesterday, I made Jake Tapper of CNN say live on air, I will be coming for this wig today regarding Brigitte Macron. He actually said the statement. It's
nice.
So absurd and so hilarious. He sat down to interview Macron's U.S. attorney, Tom Clare, and the result is fantastic. So we're going to go through that. Also, there is a clip going viral, if you have not been paying attention, of Jeffrey Epstein being asked specifically about Donald Trump and whether there were minors around them when they were together. And it's a very interesting clip.
I love Candace.
I'm going to give you my take on it. Welcome back to Candace.
Resolve. Come on, attack. You know you want to. Okay. Do I care? I don't think I care.
So foremost, I wanted to let you guys know that yesterday when we opened the show with the Gladiator clip, that was only done in half jest. I was being quite serious. I do love Gladiator films, no matter how historically precise they may or may not be, because of their themes, okay? And the theme, in case you have not seen that Gladiator film or any of the Gladiator films, is it's really about untouchable elites that are up in their boxes, ruling over the Colosseum, right? Calling for violence, calling for wars, keeping the general public entertained, hoping that the public doesn't suddenly take notice that everything around them is in demise due to their political corruption. And then, as every single gladiator
What's up, MC?
There's one fighter, maybe a few fighters who unexpectedly emerge
Good
from
to
the
see you,
Colosseum
MC.
and they're victorious.
Thanks for hanging out. Hit that like button. Don't forget.
Against them.
Don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps out my show and it makes all the bagels want to just get so angry. Like they're fresh out of the freezer. And they hit the floor and they just stop rolling and they won't stop rolling. They can't stop rolling.
There's this thumbs up or thumbs down moment that comes from the emperor, like kill the gladiator or let him live. And that moment's actually
don't hit it twice. Don't hit it twice.
And his corrupt
How dare you?
realize how fickle their
How
power
dare
is,
you,
right?
madam?
Thinking, how is it that this slave that was supposed to die can be more respected than me? Look at me, I have a crown. Look at me, I'm the president of France. How could this person be
Do
more
I
respected
care,
than me?
chat? Do I care? I don't
Well,
care.
maybe it's because the slave has actually done something that's worthy of respect, because having a title...
I did not. Well, then hit it one more time.
Now, for those of you that haven't seen the film and maybe missed the reference yet with Russell Crowe, who's the lead of that film, says, "Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?" And the crowd is sort of aghast. What's taking place in that moment is that he has figuratively slayed a dragon, right? Like he somehow does this really violent kill, and the crowd is shocked by the violence. It's actually so violent that they're shocked out of their mode of just rooting for the entertainment of it all. And in that moment, they realize
Hey, Duff.
that man is fighting for something more, okay? It's for him, it's for his family.
Wait, what did he just
now
do?
the crowd is not rooting for him to die, but they're actually rooting for him to live. And that poses, of course, a natural threat to the political order.
What was the crime he committed?
The crowd suddenly being awakened that there could be something
Counter
else,
target spell.
something more than just the immediate satisfaction and the entertainment that's being provided to them, right? It's a threat. Like, that is actually a threat to a political institution. The crowd rooting for something outside of their establishment is a threat. Maybe the crowd starts thinking, wait a minute, why are we following or listening to these worthless elites, these worthless politicians, when everything around us is so obviously crashing down? Our food is rotting. In this case, our food is poisoned. The wars are never ending. Why do our sons have to die in battles? Because these people vote for...
Like I say, thank Israel for my service. Thank Israel for my service. Pay attention, chat. Let me turn this down a little bit. Turn it down just a little bit. Let's pay attention to Candace. Class is in, chat.
Never-ending wars that their sons are never going to fight in.
Yep.
I actually believe that we are in that moment right now. Okay?
Yep.
And we are recognizing that the global system is rigged.
What's up, Mr. Mimsy?
This is somehow one big show. We know that there is definitively more than us than them, and that that's obviously a threat to them. So how have they maintained so much power over us? The Brigitte Macron story is, of course, naturally entertaining, but it is, in fact, about more than entertainment. That's really the crucial part. Like, it's us uniting. We're winning because that is what happens when you just keep telling the truth, okay? A lie cannot defeat the truth. If it's a fair game, a lie cannot defeat the truth. And Brigitte, of course, would have obviously defeated me outside of the court system. She would have defeated me in the court of public opinion if the truth was on his side, but it's not. So the Macrons do what the elites do. They want their friends in the media to help smear me. Case in point, yesterday, after organizing this surprise filing, like calling up the Financial Times, oh, elite publications, we're going to tell you about this, we're not going to tell her lawyer. Believe it or not, they took it a step further when the Macron's lawyer, Tom Locke, organized an appearance on CNN with Jake Tapper. Because everybody knows we should totally trust Jake Tapper, totally believe him when he says he didn't realize that Biden had dementia until, he wrote his book and wanted to profit off of Biden's dementia. These people are absolute clowns, but it is worthy of watching this interview. It was spectacular. I mean, the fact that I accidentally got Jake Tapper to say on air in a very serious professional tone, "I will be coming for this wig today." It's just fantastic.
Yeah, that's chef's kiss.
Joke on my Instagram, and then he read it out loud in a serious tone. Watch this.
French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte are suing right-wing podcaster and conspiracy theorist Candace Owens.
Look at this little bagel servant. Look at Jake Tapper, the little bagel. Look at this little bagel servant. Look at him. How dare this goy? How dare this goy go after our Lord Supreme, people that we put in charge?
The defamation lawsuit filed today in Delaware claims that Owens was engaged in a quote.
I've never been more outraged in my entire life. Everybody knows that the future is fake and gay, just like space is fake and gay.
Relentless and unjustified smear campaign against the couple. The complaint goes on to allege.
This is all, by the way, for entertainment purposes only. I don't believe any of the things that I'm saying. Don't hold these things against me. Unless you're my wife, in which case you can hold it all against me.
That Owens spread outrageous conspiracy theory. France's first lady could be a man, that the Macrons are related in committing incest, and that the Macrons, the couple, is being controlled by the CIA. Obviously, those are deranged claims. In response to the filing, Owens posted a screenshot of a news story about the lawsuit on her Instagram page and wrote, "I will be coming for this wig today. Stay tuned."
I just love that.
I mean, guys, listen, Linda. When you get Candace Owens Candace Owens, chat. A normie to start making the same assertions, assessments, and non-coincidental that I am? Something's going on there, chat. It sounded a little forced, but I mean, she is being sued by like Hollywood, some high-powered Hollywood, now some French frickin' leader. Your overlords, your masters want to make you bend the knee. And they will use your own government against you. They'll use all those programs against you. How dare you, servant? How dare you look up and try to look me in the eyes? You're beneath me. Get on your knees where you belong, servants.
She wrote, quote, "I will be coming for this wig today." Stay tuned. That's, I mean, there are elements here that are just plainly entertaining. But then it gets kind of even more bizarre because Tom Clare, of course, is there to sort of meaningfully assert that there is just so much evidence, extensive evidence, he says, quote unquote, extensive evidence that they apparently submitted to me, which you guys know they didn't, which disproved the idea that Brigitte was a man. And of course, Tom Clare is lying. His goal, he has to lie. This is all a PR strategy. And Jake, who is fully on Tom Clare's side, but he has to, like, I don't know, embody the pretense of an actual journalist and not just a bad faith state actor, accidentally exposes Tom Clare as a liar about this extensive evidence by just asking him for an example of that extensive evidence. Take a listen.
After we put facts and information in front of her, black and white.
I mean, at some point in time, chat, you laugh just to keep yourself from crying. That's how evil the world's become. And if you're not a happy warrior for the Lord, you're doomed as far as I'm concerned. If you are not a happy warrior for the Lord, you're kind of screwed. You need to be a happy warrior for the Lord. This guy, I don't know. He's like, I don't know what to attack. I don't know who to attack. I'm so confused.
Multiple
like
times.
What? Like her, the first lady's birth certificate? Like what kind of facts?
Yeah, we have laid out extensive evidence in our complaint demonstrating that
No, they haven't.
she was born a woman, she's always been a woman, and the allegation.
You could tell this guy's lying. Look at it. Look at his bagel mouth. Look at the lack of symmetry in his mouth. The fact that the lips never fully close ever, because the mask won't allow it. Apparently, just look at him. Look at how his mouth stops moving. Like, I could always tell when somebody was lying to me. One of the biggest tells is that their mouth doesn't move normally, right, when they're talking. Right? My nose is itching because my mustache is tickling it. Quit it. All right. Oh, I can hear the rumors now.
Allegations of CIA control,
Bagel.
conspiracy, and the incest and all the other things are demonstrably false. Putting aside the fact that they are all inherently implausible, what you said at the outset is obviously really important. In our system, if you're making an inherently implausible allegation, the standard is higher. You have to come forward with better evidence if you're going to say it. She has none of it. All she's done is mocked them and ridiculed them and repeated it.
Yeah.
He tried so hard to wiggle out of that one, but people are going to call him out because he's like, no. Like what? Like, what is the example of evidence? He's like, we wrote to them that she's definitely a woman. And it's implausible that she's not, so we totally got this thing. We're totally going to win because we have asserted that it's implausible that Brigitte was born a man, and totally trust us, bro, that he is being honest. That was their evidence. Their evidence that they presented to us as we presented to the public was trust me, bro. Trust me, bro, she's not a bro. That was it. There's no documents, no answer to our basic
Demonstrably.
yes or no questions, nothing, just like...
But it's supposed to be demonstrably. Is it demonstrably? I thought it was demonstrably false. Sure. Okay. I'll return that, and I will return that. And then I'm going to return that, and then I'm going to return that. Thank you for giving me back my dragon. How to train me a dragon. How do you train your dragon? Discard a card. Sure. Get rid of that one. I wasn't able to catch the the word of what he said, so I guessed. I think it's demonstrably.
Stop saying that, please. Don't do that. We're going to be in big trouble. Then the interview just gets embarrassing because he starts doing that thing where they're making an emotional plea, like just to our hearts. Like, oh, look at this couple. They're so helpless. And it's just, this whole thing is just sad. Like as if we're speaking about toddlers, like innocent toddlers that are being bullied at school, and not a totally perverted couple that's on the world stage and has a lot of power, so much power that they can call for war and call for people to die if they want to. If they get angry, they could just send people to war. Yeah, take a listen to him making the emotional plea.
So your lawsuit alleges,
Oh,
quote,
shit.
every time the Macrons leave their home, they do so knowing that countless people have heard and many believe these vile fabrications.
No.
Invasive, dehumanizing, and deeply unjust. Some people out there might think, really, the first couple of France can't leave their home in France without worrying that people believe the deranged nonsense from this American podcaster?
Yeah, what people don't really understand, and a lot of people can go on TV and talk about the president, talk about the first lady, pundits can get on and talk about them, but what people forget is these are human beings. These are Americans.
Oh, they're human beings. Life,
they have a private life together. They have the same feelings and the same hurt from these sorts of defamatory statements.
They were hurt.
And it does have a material impact on them. It is, it's incredibly upsetting to have this said year after year. And this sort of falsehood is a cancer, and it metastasizes into obviously the media, but it also metastasizes into other circles that they're running in. They get asked about it, of course, even in the circles that they run in. They get asked about these campaigns, and they shouldn't have to go through that.
Oh, I kind of feel bad for Tom Clare. Like that's a tough job. You got to get out there and just make up a bunch of BS on the spot, and you actually have no evidence. Like the best thing to do would be, here's the evidence we submitted to Candace Owens. So he's got to be like, okay, forget the evidence. What about your heart? Is there a heart out there? We're all people who have big hearts. Don't you feel sad? What people forget, he literally says this, what people forget is that they're human beings. Oh, is that what we're doing in the courtroom? This better be televised. Okay, forget the fact that we have no evidence. What people forget is that they are human beings. And now they have to leave their house, and people are asking them for evidence, which would be so easy to give, but we're not going to give it.
Hey, what's up, James?
She is a woman, so just believe us, trust us, bro. Trust us, bro. She's not a bro. It's incredible. And finally, they really arrive at the correct conclusion of what they're trying to do here. The real threat, what the elites always do. They go mask down in this moment when they share this exchange. Take a listen.
You're asking for punitive damages. How much money do you want, and do you want her to apologize?
Well, we'd love an apology, of course. The court can't order her to apologize, and based on her conduct, especially today, we don't expect her to do anything other than double down.
Triple down.
We'll put forward our damage claim.
She said triple down.
Double down between now and the time of trial. It'll be a substantial award.
Well, can you give me an idea? Are we talking?
What these people don't realize is that they're going to open themselves up to discovery. They're going to open themselves up to discovery. I mean, we can't get the Epstein files, so what makes us think that she's going to get anything at all from this other situation, right? Like, what makes us think that there's any possible way that you'll get anything else from these people? I don't know, man. It's rigged. Of course, by suing, it will nip things right in the butt. It couldn't possibly have the opposite Streisand effect. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
The last time you were involved in something, the settlement was $787.5 million. That was Fox News for their many, many lies about Dominion Software, Fox News. But are you looking for that kind of settlement? She doesn't have $787.5 million.
Well, you look at what happened with Alex Jones, and there are juries understand that there is.
Yeah, if you look at what happened to Alex Jones, you do start to understand that there's a global cabal that rules the world.
An inherently large value to somebody's reputation. And if you're going to say these vile things, and if you're going to repeat them to a significant audience, as she has over 5 million followers, And her lies have metastasized into actual publications. So we see other publications that pick up on it and they report on it. And when you ask them, when we reached out to them and say, what's your basis for this? They point back to her.
What are the other publications?
They're detailed in the complaint. We've seen Newsweek, New York Post, and others have pointed to her as the source of their reporting on this.
But they're asserting it as if it's true based on what Candace Owens is saying?
They
Oh,
cite her as a source. And so when they fall back
Preposterous.
she's at the epicenter of this campaign. That's why we picked her.
How can she get away with that?
She is the one whose lies are metastasizing and spreading. And she, under our system of defamation, is liable for all those republications.
Okay, so he's obviously avoiding the point that my entire series was based on a book that was done by Xavier Poussard, who is a journalist,
Of course he
respectable
is.
journalist in France who has not been sued for defamation. So he has to be like, whoa, you know, the New York Post mentioned her, because it's a very big question that's going to be asked in this courtroom. Hey, if this is defamation, why don't you sue in your home courts and win against the journalists that brought this entire thing forward, which inspired the series? That's a pretty obvious question. He's like, well, you know, Newsweek said, Candace said it. And forget the book. Forget the fact of it. Okay, it's all about PR, but who cares? What is the actual goal? And here's the big point going mass down. The goal is to bankrupt me. That's how these elites think. They think about we have money and money is power. How they have always thought is we built this corrupt system. So if we can't beat you the fair way, if we can't beat you in the court of public opinion with facts, we're going to drag you through
So,
the mud.
Lombo.
The process is going to be the pain, and we're going to try
Yeah.
to destroy you.
Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, a lot of people are really sad to see him go. I think he was really struggling, though. I think he had some massive hip problems, all kinds of stuff, man. My opponent has, like, no options, really. I've got nothing but options. I took away one of his win conditions just then. So we'll see what happens here. Good to see you, Lone. I missed you, man. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Hope you're doing well. Oh, goodness. All right, he's got no cards in his hand. So we'll see.
Financially, right?
Let's see what he took out.
We've got unlimited funds. That's why elites love courts and expensive lawyers.
He's
The little guys, what are you going to do? How are you going to defend yourself against these people?
You got to do omens.
By the way, in the gladiator films, where typically the elites and the politicians order soldiers to just go and kill the gladiator's entire family so he has nothing to live for anymore. It's the very same concept. The process is the pain. We will leave you with nothing for challenging our system of lies and
Trying to buy land and switch jobs, huh? Yeah. You're reading the tea leaves, aren't you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lieutenant Dan. I might have to discard my hand. Just struggle out here. Well, Kentucky's got a pretty good cost of living. Or a low cost of living, depending on how you look at it. Let's see. What am I going to do here, chat? Opponent has no cards in his hand, right? If I do... excuse me. Well, that I can do on the fly. Doesn't look like he really has any creatures for me to kill. So I think if I do this, I can't currently... Oh, I need to stop drawing cards. Oh, he's at 9 life. What am I doing, chat? Oh, I'm such an idiot. Look what I just did, chat. I messed up. Oh, well, hold on. Maybe I'm good. Well, let me make this. Let's see if I can do this, chat. Oh, I'm so goofy. So, here, hold on. Here we go, chat. I think I might have him right here. Oh, and I have the eidetic memory, so I can definitely put that on it. He's cooked, chat. He's cooked. Resolve. Okay, let's do another. Let's do this again. See, he thinks he's out of range, chat, but he's not out of range. He doesn't realize I'm about to throw down an eidetic memory. And watch this. You ready? You ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Woo! 1920 coming right at you. GG. All right. Come on. Tell me that wasn't a fun game. Tell me that wasn't a funny game. You know, how many times should my deck have lost? How many times should I have I should have been beaten, yes? I'm telling you that dragon weave tapestry is the key. That and the prodigy, the dragon prodigy. When enemy is out of range, bring artillery. You know, paying more attention to the context of the video than the game. If this is considered defamation, then what impact will it have on the trans movement, where we are expected to believe that men are women and vice versa? Yep. Karma says, yes, when you play offline stream, do you chat yourself saying things to chat? I don't know. I don't think so.
And corruption.
Maybe.
How dare you show the world proof that we are immoral perverts? How dare you think that we have to answer to you that exposition? How dare you? You are going to pay financially.
All right, let's make a new deck.
Funds. You know we've got the bankers with us. What's kind of amazing to see is, despite all of this, like, no one, left or right, is buying that, right? He's on CNN. That's a left-leaning site. This is on CNN's platform. And you go under the comments on YouTube, and people are calling Jake Tapper out. They're going, oh, you couldn't even answer basic questions about what evidence there was. You just want to bankrupt her. Here, we can just scroll live here at some of these comments. Upset with Candace and not the person who dated a 14-year-old when they were 39. Oh, yeah, ignore that we totally admitted that. Which, by the way, I want to also say, what's incredible about that admission is, if you follow the series, remember, you can go back and find these articles. Initially, they told the public he was 17. Now, on paper, they're saying he was 15. And what are they going to try to do here? Oh, they're going to be like, okay, well, yeah, he was 14 when he was in the play, but, you have no proof that we didn't begin this affair until like a couple of months later when he turned 15. This is what actually their argument, like they're already admitting that they are public liars. But let's keep reading some more of these comments. Again, this is CNN left-leaning. This person writes, okay, but didn't Macron just lose a defamation case in the French courts over this? Oh, yeah. People aren't dumb. People are not dumb. Wow, the comment section doesn't seem to buy what this lawyer is selling. Poor Tom Clare. Tough job. Genuinely, Tom, that's a tough job to have to go out there and to assume the public is too stupid to have watched the series and recognize that something very real is there. And we presented tons of evidence when your clients did not present any evidence other than, trust me, bro, she's not a bro. To the contrary. Anyway, the point that I'm making here is that common sense, literally sense among us commoners, is the biggest threat to the establishment. Common sense. Why go through all of this grief, hiring attorneys overseas, calling up the Financial Times, not even serving before you try to get these articles going, saying that you are suffering so much grief when you could just answer basic questions? Okay, you don't even need to supply blood here. Just show some photos, which would debunk this. Show us you raising your kids. Common sense also. Where is your brother to defend you? Could you imagine if my sister and my brother, I'm going through something, they could easily just come right out and do one interview and dispel all this, and they didn't do it for some reason? Like, oh, they're just so private that they're going to allow me to suffer. My argument here is I'm suffering, and I'm close enough to my sibling that I'm alleging that this person was at my inauguration, even though I didn't even say hi to that person who I'm alleging is my brother, as we showed on a previous episode. Like, there only was like, this person in the background might be my brother. You want us to believe that years of this going on, multiple lawsuits filed, and you wouldn't just walk out with your brother and have your brother do one interview and say, yeah, here's some photos of us growing up. You guys all are terrible for making this allegation against my super hot Claudia Schiffer looking sister. You want us to believe that? Again, common sense isn't buying it. Also, why won't your allegedly 3 children just post some photos of them being raised by you? right? These are my 3 children. That's the proof. Okay, why is it's kind of strange that actually only of the 3 children, only 1 has ever publicly defended you by saying these rumors are ridiculous. Now that that child is suspiciously quiet, I think since her office got raided by the feds, maybe because you control the feds, something seems to be going on there. But that same
What up,
person,
Malcolm?
Fawn, is
Good to see ya.
willing to post photos of her late father and her growing up. These are Tifon's photos that she posted on Instagram this past Father's Day. Look at this. I don't know what this says in French, but I know that it's a Father's Day post about her heart. I don't know what Mon Leon means, to be honest. But she posted this. It's her and it's her father. And it's them growing up, the person that we confirmed that. There's another photo of her with her father. Isn't it just stunning? If you really cared about your mom, wouldn't you just go, here's me, my mom growing up? Everybody stop the nonsense. They won't do it. Like I said,
Doing all right, hanging in there.
to that. You're not going to send.
Hanging in there like a cat in a window screen. Can't complain too much. See if I can get Jill in here. See if I can put Jill in this deck. Whenever Jill enters, return up to 1 other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Mesmerized target can't be blocked.
And a lawyer onto Jake Tapper's platform to make us think that just is all so crazy. It's deranged. Don't even look. No, what's deranged is not just disputing it very simply when you have the opportunity, when you get multiple opportunities to do so. And I will say this, things certainly seem to be backfiring for the couple now. I told you they're going to be calling this the Macron effect. The Streisand effect is going to be now called the Macron effect because the series was already viral in the West when we did this. Now it's viral in the East Hemisphere as well. I mean, I'm sure beating your husband while descending from a plane in Singapore didn't help their cause any, but following that up with an unprecedented lawsuit against a mother in America regarding your wife's genitals, yeah, now people are going, well, okay, something's obviously going on. This is not just about some podcaster lying. They're trying to cover their tracks in a way that doesn't even make, there's got to be some truth here. And now everybody's watching this series. I got clued into this, out into this yesterday when a commenter wrote this under our episode. Candace, I live in Guangzhou, China. Your special on Mr. and Mr. Macron has gone viral here too. Congrats. Everyone knows, which is amazing. That person is commenting on that. And then we went to go look into it. And sure enough, this is a headline in China about the series. We also saw in Taiwan, there was a news clip about the series. Watch this.
法国总统马克宏72岁的夫人布丽基，因为被美国右翼百万网红欧文斯指控，事实上是男人。夫妇2人3次要求收回言论，被置之不理。23号气到跨海到德拉瓦州提告诽谤。
You are officially a very goofy man, Brigitte. I love that. I love you, Taiwan. I love you. And then we've got also in Saudi Arabia, somebody tagged me and let me know that also in the Middle East, somebody tagged me in the UAE this morning, but then we found this clip, this news clip out of Saudi Arabia. Take a listen.
كانت نشرت معلومات ومزاعم بتقول فيها إنه بريجيت في الحقيقة رجل وأنها ولدت
Goofy.
واسمها كان جون ميشيل.
See, you mess around with the bull, you get the horns, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I need subtitles for that. Yeah. I don't usually see this many viewers in this channel. It's just better streaming time or I don't know. Hey, Frexia is in the house. What's up, Frexia? Good to see some of my usuals. Yeah, I don't know. Broadside. Let's see. Broadside barrage deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Draw a card, then discard a card. What is this one here? Collect 6 evidence. Becomes an artifact creature. Blow off steam. Whenever you cast instant or sorcery spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until the end of the turn.
اليوم وكانت كانديس أوينز نشرت كمان على يوتيوب سلسلة فيديوهات تحت عنوان Becoming Bridget.
I love that. I just love this so much. This is exactly what they deserve by thinking that they were going to suppress my speech with threats and in the absence of any truth. Like, they were just that powerful. They were going to come here and be like, now you better listen to us and shut up. Of course, I am only going to get louder. But my favorite thing, by the way, is that we sold our Time Magazine parody t-shirts of Man of the Year, which got an honorable mention in the lawsuit because somehow they think parody is like grounds for a lawsuit. Completely crazy. But Time Magazine, the actual Time Magazine, then included a point about our t-shirts in their article. It reads, the complaint argues that Owens monetized her allegedly defamatory claims about the Macrons, including by selling merchandise, such as a t-shirt displaying Brigitte Macron on fake Time Magazine Man of the Year cover. Love that for us. I absolutely love that. That's iconic. Getting Time Magazine to cover our parody Time Magazine t-shirt is simply iconic. And of course, they are still available on our website, CandaceOwens.com. Much more to come, you guys, because I am just the kind of person that digs my heels in, especially when it comes to something as significant of a topic as the elites and their involvement in the perverse, the network of people that were around them that were engaged in pedophilia and incest, things that we have covered throughout our series. I am totally committed now to doing so much more on both Emmanuel and Brigitte. So stay tuned. Now we got to get into this Trump story. But first, I want to remind you guys and tell you guys about Masa chips. Did you know that all chips and fries used to be cooked in tallow?
Ooh, Masa chips.
In the 1990s, when big corporations decided to
Yeah, it's, McDonald's used to cook their French fries in tallow. That's when they were delicious.
switch it up to cheap processed seed oils because, you got to always be poisoning us. Today, seed oils make up 20% of the average American's daily calories, and recent studies have linked
What up, Billy?
metabolic health issues and inflammation in the body. Masa decided to do something about that. They created a tasty and delicious tortilla chip with just 3 ingredients: organic corn, sea salt, and 100% grass-fed beef tallow. These chips not only avoid all the bad stuff, but they taste incredibly good. My team and I cannot get enough of their chips. Their spicy habanero chips are hands down the best chips that I've had, so you've got to try those ones. A close second is their original blue chips, of course. Masa is crunchier, tastier, and sturdier than other chips. With Masa, you feel satisfied, light, and energetic, with no crash, bloat, or gross, sluggish feeling thereafter. The beef tallow makes the chips much more satiating, so you won't find yourself uncontrollably binging and still feeling hungry thereafter. Masa Chips is beloved by thousands of customers and has been endorsed by industry-leading health and nutrition experts. If you're ready to give Masa a try, just head to masachips.com/Candace and be sure to use code Candace at checkout for an additional 25% off your first order. Again, that's masachips.com/Candace, code Candace for 25% off your first order. Also reminding you guys, as I always do, about American financing, because costs are still rising on everything: gas, groceries, home repairs. If you're a homeowner, you've probably maybe at one time thought, should I call American financing and try to refinance and pay off that credit card debt? And then you maybe second guess yourself because many people are enjoying a low mortgage rate. But listen, that low mortgage rate is nothing. It's really not saving you anything if you're drowning in credit card interest at 25% or more. That's the math that most people don't want to face, but it will be costing you thousands. The truth is that if you're only making minimum payments, that debt is going to follow you around for years. That's why people are calling American Financing, because they're saving customers an average of $800 a month by using their equity to finally break free from credit card debt. You owe it to yourself and your family to see what's possible. There are no upfront fees. There's no pressure. It costs nothing to find out what you could be saving every month. And if you start today, you may be able to delay 2 mortgage payments. So don't wait any longer. Call American Financing today at 800-795-1210. Again, that's 800-795-1210. Or visit AmericanFinancing.net/Owens. That's AmericanFinancing.net/Owens. Okay, actually, right before we get into this Trump story, I also want to say that what was incredible here is, there's like a 200-page lawsuit filed by the president of France, wherein his first lady man admits that their relationship...
His first lady man.
Even though they tried to tell it that he was 17 when he was running for president the first time around. Now they're admitting that he was
His first
15,
lady man.
Still is not exactly the truth. By the way, that would have been a crime in France. The age of consent in an environment where an adult has power over the child, like if it's a student and a teacher, is 18. But with all of that documented, of course, the main takeaway...
Yeah, I'm letting it play because, I'm also let her do the ad plug if I'm going to use her content, right? I think that's fair.
Of this 200-page lawsuit for Zionists who hate me because I won't support Israel was that Macron wrote, I don't know why their team of lawyers put this, that I was a dual citizen. I'm not kidding. Take a look. It was all over all of his Zionist accounts who absolutely hate me because I have this crazy idea that we shouldn't mass murder Palestinian children and mass murder Christians, all for Bibi Netanyahu. I know it's a crazy take. It sounds anti-Semitic when you say you can't kill everybody just because you want to. So they hate me, and so they just were like pushing this, trying to make it go viral. Breaking! It's been revealed that Candace Owens is a dual citizen of the UK. She talks all day about how people shouldn't be loyal to two countries while she actively holds two citizenships. Again, this is from the Trust Me Bro lawsuit. So they just trusted the bro, right? Avi.
Oh, we know a lot of those, like, trust me, bro, I got the evidence types, right? We've experienced a few of those idiots, haven't we? Good old trust me bros. Trust me, bro. Oh, the evidence is coming out. Oh, it'll be on the next show.
Many also followed that up, and he actually got fact checked, or was it actually? It was Eyal that got fact checked, but Avi followed it up. Yeah, you can see the fact check on that. He writes, after all her screeching about dual citizens being foreign agents, turns out Candace is a dual citizen of one of the most Muslim populated.
Oh, here we go.
She should be forced to declare herself a paid propagandist for Keir Starmer.
Oh, oy vey, oi, oh, it's Yavi Yanameni, the guy with a Muslim and a Jewish family. Ooh, let's cancel Candace because she's saying stuff we don't like. Ooh. Oh, GS, you're going to get canceled. The bagels are going to come. It's the attack of the bagels.
Instead of Attack of the Tomatoes, I got to redo Attack of the Tomatoes and turn them into bagels rolling around and killing people and stuff. Yeah, I think we got to do that, chat. I think that's where we got to go. That's the next step for the show. Attack of the Bagels.
And of course, never to be left out of the mix. Awesome Jew wrote that out as well, tweeted it. Breaking. Candace Owens has been exposed as a dual UK-US citizen, despite preaching that dual citizenship.
You're in trouble now, Candace. We're coming for you.
They're just like on one big group chat. It's like a Zionist group.
They're coming for you, Candace. You're in big trouble now. You're not going to allow the bank, just like Kanye West.
Chat and like, anything you can find about this girl. They're just so obvious. They're so obvious. And then
I think my wife might be home, and my coffee really needs some good, absolutely delicious cream. So I'm going to take a break. We're going to listen to Candace Owens after this game right here. We're going to do this and this, and we're going to do that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. No touchy-touchy.
Ian Miles Chong, our resident, Tubby, he's from Singapore, Malaysia, or Tubby Malaysian, writes, Candace Owens is a dual citizen by her own logic.
Look at how they're trying to cancel her. Look at this. Look at her. They're trying to unperson her, chat. They're trying to unperson her, chat.
All her political opinions must be considered suspect. Of course, I'm not a dual citizen, never been a dual citizen. If they could even stop and pause and think past their Zionist rage, they would have just had common sense. You can't just become a citizen of a country that you don't live in. I mean, I'm sure Israel does that for like the people.
Unless it's America, in which case apparently everyone, according to Sage Outcast, has the right to become a citizen.
But you can't, in most places, there's a rule that you gotta live there to become a citizen. And in the UK, I wouldn't even qualify to apply for a citizenship. My husband and I have lived here in the United States since we got married. Never lived there, didn't have a child there, nothing.
I should have waited to cast that.
At all.
I should have waited to cast my Vivi. Oh, my Vivi's in jeopardy now. They're going to try to kill him. Watch. They're trying to kill. Look, they killed my Vivi. I had a chance to protect him and I blew it, chat. My gut was telling me, don't put the vulnerable Vivi out too quick.
Family there.
I didn't listen.
But our lives
I didn't listen, chat.
And we went through 6 laborious
I did not
years
listen.
of getting him to become a citizen of America, which we announced his American citizenship when it finally went through 6 years later.
I should have listened.
This was just stupid, but I just love to just show you how petty Zionists are. I always say, like, if Zionism is such a moral
Chicken noodle soup. You guys are sick? What's going on? I guess you guys weren't feeling well.
Political philosophy, why does it require so much lying? Like, why do they have to lie and smear and libel everybody to get them on board with them murdering people?
Yeah, why do they have to smear, libel, and slander everybody and force them and coerce them? Why do they have to? If their ideas are so good, People should be clamoring to pick up that Israeli flag and wave it really high.
Because it's just like a murderous ideology, I think, actually. Ethnocentric ideology. But don't get me started on the Ziobot train, okay? Anyways, in more important news...
Here we go again, chat.
Jeffrey Epstein's
No frickin' manna.
deposition is making the rounds. It's going viral because it pertains, obviously, to President Trump. And the questions that are being asked of Jeffrey Epstein are of interest. I'll let you take a listen.
Uh-oh. It's the Bagel ADL. The Bagel ADL has come in. They want to ask me questions. Ugh. I don't answer questions. Suck my dick.
Have you ever had a personal relationship with Donald Trump?
What do you mean by personal relationships?
Have you socialized with him?
Look out, guys. It's the Bagel ADL. It's the Bagel ADL right there. Oh, they're gonna tone police you. They're gonna cancel you. You're no longer gonna be allowed to use banks because you accuse all the J's of controlling all the banks. So now they're gonna stop you from using the banks. That doesn't confirm nothing. There's nothing to see here. Oh, the bagels. Ooh, Attack of the Killer Bagels.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the press?
We're going to get you, GS. We're coming for your channel. We're going to report it for speaking the truth. In a world full of lies, the ultimate rebellious act is to speak truth. Jesus is king. Come at me.
Presence of females under the age of 18.
Changed my mind.
Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir.
I'm gonna have to use all the rights that I deny the goys when I slander them and cancel them on the world stage. But look, I'm gonna use the law to protect me while I use the law to punish you, because that's the way it works.
Okay, so a couple of things. I actually would like to get further context on why that's from 2010, since he had kind of done his deal, I believe, in 2009. Maybe it was right before he did his deal. Maybe by the time it was done, it was thereafter. Or
We got the Bagel ADL in the chat. They don't like it when I talk about them.
right off of the bat.
We're gonna show you.
This is not a smoking gun. Yes, it is extremely odd that Epstein would invoke the Fifth Amendment after answering the smaller questions. Like he said, did you know Trump? Yes. Did you know Trump? Yes. And what do you mean? Could you clarify that question? But then suddenly he invokes the Fifth on the matter of minors having been around them. Yeah, that is strange. As I pointed out earlier, though, it is very likely, as we have seen in other clips of him, he said his lawyers told him to just plead the Fifth all the way through, right? Plead the Fifth all the way through, particularly on the topic of minors, since that's what he's being charged with, right? Activity with minors. But that doesn't mean that Trump was involved with those minors. So we actually should keep a cool head about that, because as my team is pointing out to me, if you ask anybody on my team right now, like, were you around Candace and minors? The answer is yes. We're around my toddlers all day, every day. I work from home. They're around them. Doesn't mean that because Epstein had a minor with him that Trump knew that that individual was a minor. And I want to remind you guys, especially my newer audience, if you have not gone back and watched our episode regarding the Matt Gaetz story, like why Matt Gaetz was suddenly not allowed to be in the administration at all and why the Department of Justice feared Matt Gaetz, it is an incredible story. Incredible story that, of course, for no reason at all, involves blackmail in Israel, because every good political story in America does, of why they were...
Lone Bull says, taking offense to everything everybody says must get tiring. Yeah. I mean, they must be exhausted, little bagels. I mean, really toasted, if you know what I'm saying. If you know, you know. I am gonna have to do like a cooking episode. I'm gonna have to do a cooking series. I'm gonna do 2 new series on my main channel. What are black women? What did angry black women ruin this week in America? And I'm going to do another one where it's 109 ways to prepare a bagel. I'm going to do those 2 shows. Let's see how long it takes for the non-cabal that doesn't control the world to try to cancel me on the world stage.
We're like, no, this guy cannot be a member of your administration. I'm sure like the Adelsons shut that down immediately, the Adelsons. But it's an incredible story. And one element that you learn is that there are people who have
stupid
just for the sake of being able to collect IDs or print IDs. And Matt Gaetz kind of gets involved accidentally because this guy, who I think it's pretty obvious, was probably trying to collect black people that had power and people that had wealth in Florida.
No comment.
Access to these IDs was literally printing fake IDs for women. So Matt Gaetz thought that this woman, this young woman that's mentioned in the story, is not a minor because she has a totally real, legitimate Florida ID. Again, if that's confusing to you.
If you haven't figured out that people are sick and tired of your nonsense by now, I mean, if you hadn't figured it out, just saying, people are getting sick and tired of you interfering with their countries. You got your own ass country to go to. Why don't you go to it? So let's see. I can block that, right? So, but he can do that, right? So that's what he's planning on doing. I don't think I block it.
You have to go back and watch the Matt Gaetz episode. It's
It'd
called.
be nice if I had some cards to cast. I don't know what the hell's going on with this deck. This deck is really painful.
Village Crazy Lady. On X, I actually love her.
Lone Bolt.
Hilarious, and she's the one that did a whole thread on it, and then I based my episode because I was going, this just can't be a real story.
Yeah, they roll up
So
private
just
jets.
because Jeffrey Epstein has younger women around him, we don't know any context.
Oh, I had 4 of these in the deck. This is the main reason why I built the deck. Oh, look what I finally saw. Oh, I finally got the card I really wanted to play. It's amazing. This thing would have been beastly by now. Maybe I should make sure I like reroll until I can get at least one of these in my starting hand. All right. Ooh, that on that would actually be pretty good. It only takes, what does it take, 2 to move it? It takes 2 to tango. OGS, we're going to cancel you, GS. You're so canceled now. We don't like the words that come out of your mouth hole. We're going to silence it forever.
This doesn't mean that Trump knew that person. You could just bring somebody as a +1. You could have a party, and you're really going to pay attention to every single guest and card them, especially when you're at Mar-a-Lago. Who knows? We're given no further context there. But on the other side, I want to say this. The reason that people think it's a smoking gun is because of the absolute disaster of a way that the Trump administration dealt with these files altogether, right? This is the unforced error of how they went about this entire thing doesn't make people feel that they can trust them at all, right? Of course, you are going to assume the worst when they are justifying or gaslighting their fans, like they're gaslighting.
Ooh, I'll take your challenge. I'll show you. I will break all the terms and services and the guidelines of the YouTube so I can lose my ability to be on the platform. I'll show you. Oh, you think you control me? I can do what I want to do.
Guys, you guys are so retarded, man. You guys are absolutely retarded. Fucking A, dude. Go, just literally go fucking kick a dog or something. Fucking creepy perverts.
The people that have stood with them, oh, then you're just not even a real Trump fan. Get out of here.
You creepy little fucking nut hangers. I mean, this is the highlight of your day? Watching me listen to the Candace Owens? This is the highlight of your day. The highlight of your day is to hang out with a person you call a loser. Unpack that. Let me get this straight. The highlight of your day is to come into my chat and talk smack to me. That's time well spent for you. You fucking retard.
We don't even want you as a supporter. It is them that forced this outcome by not just being upfront and honest, right? Let's not forget. The Wall Street Journal came out and they said...
Yeah, that's the aim of everyone.
A source
Yeah. But I mean, if you're a communist, Marxist, Leninist, absolute Muppet traitor paid by George Soros to push propaganda, you could say whatever you want to say. You could do whatever you want to do. You can get away with all kinds of TOS.
The administration, which confirmed to them that
they won't shadow ban you or cancel your account. They'll put it up on the algorithm.
Trump was told at a routine briefing back in May by Pam Bondi
Yeah.
that he was in the files, right? And I'm going to say I tend to believe
Oh, it's
the
just
Wall
one
Street Journal
person.
here because when the Wall Street Journal lies, as Trump proved a few days before,
Like
this,
usual.
he will be the first person.
It's like the same 5 idiots that have all these sock accounts to make it seem like there's actually some kind of groundswell of support for their absolute perverted, predatory behavior. These sodomite degenerates.
To tweet, they are lying. I didn't buy their story about the letter, Epstein letter, or whatever it was. They didn't even show the letter. And what did Trump do? Within 48 hours, he sued them. Within 5 minutes, he tweeted at Rupert Murdoch, I'm going to sue you, blah, blah, blah. This is absolutely outrageous. So when Trump is lied on, he's the first person to take on the press. They even actually ejected the Wall Street Journal reporter from press briefings because he was so outraged by that piece, right?
What look, man, the Empire did nothing wrong. I'm just saying the Empire did nothing wrong. I think I'm being won over every day that the Empire had it right and that the evil rebels, I mean, whatever Jedi mind tricks you think you're using on me right now, you're such an idiot, dude. So you've won me over to the dark side, apparently.
He didn't respond to this allegation that there was this press briefing in May.
You guys are so pathetic.
Pam Bondi alerted him to the fact he was in the Epstein files.
Yeah, I'm
Now,
toast.
if you put that, if you accept that to be true, or I think that it's reasonable that there could be some veracity to this, then it finally makes sense why he did a 180, right? Why the administration was printing out binders and having girls pose.
Binders.
And then suddenly we're like,
Okay.
why is everyone...
Look. I got this when it was too late. How funny is that, chat? I got that when it was just too late for me to get it. How funny is that, chat? Maybe, perhaps. Let's bounce that. Go ahead and put this down. I can't even attack right now. Oh gosh, this deck is funny. I don't know if I'll be able to gain 7 life and get all these things back.
As everybody's talking about Epstein, who cares about Epstein? Because maybe Trump was like, okay, me being mentioned in this file is something that I don't even want to deal with. Doesn't mean implicate that he did something wrong with a minor. But yeah, of course, if you're going, if this is going to be an absolute firestorm, who knows? Like I said, it could be maybe Jeffrey Epstein gave money to Miss Universe or had it funded and was having girls that were underage running through that somehow. Who knows?
You sound super vaccinated. You little wannabe doxer. You little wannabe doxer. What's up, Boogie? Is it Boogie or Bogey? I think it's, how do you pronounce that? Is it Boogie?
And maybe Trump genuinely did not know about that until Pam Bondi. And I think that kind of lets us know that he was a bit shocked because they were all fine. I'm sure if he knew he was in that binder.
Is the politics in the lower left a new mechanic, or
allowed them to go outside and take photos with phase 1 binders in February. So Trump is surprised by this. He would have been surprised.
no? But the X button is well, where would the X button be? If you don't like it, freedom. God, I love being free.
In May when she said that, which means he likely was not involved with minors, or right from the jump he would have said, nope, no binders, don't promise anything, I'm involved in a really bad way. So I think they made a lot of blunders here, a lot of PR blunders, which seems to be the name of the game. I think he didn't want to deal with the headache, and now he's got an even bigger headache, and now people are assuming the absolute worst because honesty is always the best policy. If she had said that to him in that meeting, and he would have said, what? And then she briefed him. Again, we are obviously surmising here. He could have gone right out and been like, I was just told by Pam Bondi.
Bogey.
I don't know who's in these binders. I don't know why
Like a bogey at 10 o'clock.
I'm featuring this, but my name's in there. I mean, I've been pretty forthcoming. I've been on the plane with him as people, I flew up from Teterboro, but I have no idea in what context I'm being mentioned. And I'm telling her, release it all. If he had done that and gotten in front of it, he wouldn't be in this predicament today. Like I said, honesty is always the best policy.
Truth.
There's common sense.
Like, what are the odds that I'm playing against the same J with a G deck? What are the odds, chat? It's the same frickin' net deck over and over and over again. I'm telling you, man, people do not have any originality. People are not capable of thinking for themselves and creating something new and fun to play. It's just, they just what'll let me win? I just want to win. I don't want to have to think. I just want to win and I want somebody to think for me, and I want to be able to click on a deck and just it automatically makes it. Yeah, that's what I want. It's the same effing deck. It's the same deck I just played in Standard. Why the F is it pairing me up with the same effing deck? Can I play something with a little bit more variety? Why does the matching system pair me up with either mirror decks or the same damn deck over and over again? Oh, fix your randomizer. It's nothing random about any of this.
We all sensed something was not right and gaslighting us and then telling us, well, you're not even allowed to see it.
Yeah, but see, here's the difference, Boogie. Here's the difference. I'm not trying to play every effing deck that's already been created out there that people only play like the same 5 decks. I want to play a deck that's original. I mean, I'm in casual, for fuck's sake. I'm in standard casual right now, and I'm still seeing net deck after net deck after net deck. And mana issues. This game is becoming little by little unfucking playable. I think this might be the last time I'm going to spend money on this game. This might be the last expansion that I spend money. Any kind of like right here. So I bought these things. I think after this, I might do some drafting. I haven't decided yet. But I think after this, I think I'm done spending any kind of money. I've got a free-to-play account where I haven't spent a dime on it. It's pretty fun. But this is crazy, dude. That's the same exact cards. The same deck. 2 games in a row. Let's see if it happens again, chat. Let's see if it happens again. Let's try one more game, and we'll see if we get the same copycat, freaking insufferable net deck, because people lack imagination. People lack the ability, the compunction, the wherewithal to make something creative so you can have fun and play a variety of decks. That is a fact. Yeah, Hearthstone. Yeah. At least in comparison to Hearthstone. To be fair, I've been fully free to play so far since I'm from Serbia, and it's been kind of good to me. Yeah, the free to play is fun. I have fun not spending any money on it. I just think that if you spend money on a game, then whatever randomization it has in there, it can't be random and predictable at the same time. Right? Like these things are incongruent. These whole ideas are non-compatible. It cannot be random and predictable at the same time. If there's a level of predictability to it, then it's not random.
A Trump fan is not the way to dig yourself out of it. It was just wrong. I also want to point to this, or make this last point rather. What's also stunning to consider is that somebody leaked that to the Wall Street Journal. Again, unforced error by Trump by locking arms with Never Trumpers. Your entire cabinet is filled with people that hate you.
Yeah.
Okay? They've been very clear about hating you. They didn't even support you up until the last second. They were like, no, with DeSantis, anything but you. Okay? For the last 8 years. And suddenly at the very end, when you're the only
go take a nap,
person left,
Dove.
they're willing to give
Go
you
sleep.
money to donate, to host fundraisers for you, and you gave these people positions in your cabinet. Like automatically, common sense. I don't care what you feel about Mark Levin today. You should be like, you were the face of the Never Trump movement, my dude. So no, I'm not going to tell people to watch your show. You probably don't have my best interests at heart. That would be common sense. Keep the people there that fought with you from the very beginning, and just don't trust the people around you that are Never Trumpers that have something in a 180. But he didn't do that. He welcomed them in, right? So wanted to be viewed as magnanimous. I don't know what his point was in this. And what they've done is they've proven that they still hate him. They've infiltrated him. Never Trumpers are now leaking stuff. The very Zionists that he is falling over himself to placate are now trying to take him down from the inside.
Yep.
So, there is some poetic justice.
Can't trust them. You can't trust them. You can't trust them.
That have been loyal to you, don't reward bad behavior. I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? Probably nothing. Anyways, before I get into some of your comments, I want to tell you guys about Paleo Valley, because something that my team and I are always craving are beef sticks, specifically the ones from my friends at Paleo Valley. Paleo Valley makes their meat sticks with 100% grass.
Listen, you vegetarians. Listen. Eat some meat. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
Fed beef sourced from small
Have a good nap, Billy.
American farms, that you can feel good about what you're eating and what you're supporting. They've stripped out all of the junk, so there's no preservatives, there's no gluten, there's no soy, there's no sugar, dairy, or GMOs, just clean, nutrient-dense fuel, the way that food was intended to be. So whether you're road tripping, working late, or running around with the kids, these sticks deliver.
Well, what I'm saying is there's a reason why people, like when I've been playing Magic the Gathering since 93. There's a reason why people put 24 lands in their decks now. As opposed to, or 24 lands as opposed to the original 20. It used to be 40 non-land, 20 lands. That used to be pretty standard, right? I feel like there's not enough creatures in this. How many creatures I got rocking in this thing? It's only got 13, to be fair. Kind of want to switch up my icon. Need something a little different. Ah, yeah, let's do the dwarf. I don't know how this thing ended up. Let's go America. 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 Yeah. Let's get a beholder onto it. All right, I do need some more critters, though, I think. Maybe I put another VV in there. I'll take that out. I don't know why I have rule in there, because there's really nothing. All right, let's try that. Let's go. Let's get it. Get it. And cheaply computation-wise. All right, let's play. No! No, I don't want to play timeless. What the hell? Why did it jump to timeless? What the French? Why is it doing that? What the hell? Why is it? No, I don't want to play timeless. Why the heck would I want to play? I'm playing standard play. Crazy. Yeah, Candace, as GS would say, you don't know nothing. Now make me a sandwich.
For high protein energy.
Yes, sandwich. Don't be rebellious.
Paleo, carnivore, whatever your diet is, doesn't matter. Paleo Valley works with your lifestyle, not against it. They come in multiple bold flavors, including original jalapeno. That's my favorite.
Eat some meat, vegetarians. Eat it. It's good for you.
There's something for everyone.
Eat it.
With over 55 million beef sticks sold, Paleo Valley is trusted, proven, and backed by a 60-day money-back guarantee. Right now, you'll get 20% off your first order at paleovalley.com/Candace if you use code Candace at checkout. Again, that's paleovalley.com/Candace, promo code Candace at checkout.
All right, come on now.
Also reminding you that you already drink coffee. You might as well do something good while you drink it. 7 Weeks Coffee is America's pro-life coffee company on a mission to fund the pro-life movement, one cup of coffee at a time. And they just hit an amazing milestone. Over $1 million have been donated to the pro-life movement because of them. Why are they called 7 Weeks Coffee? I'm reminding you it's because at 7 weeks, a baby is the size of a coffee bean. And it's the same time that a heartbeat is clearly detected on an ultrasound. That's why they donate 10% of every sale to support pregnancy care centers across all 50 states, providing life-saving ultrasounds, resources for moms. You
know, it's funny how people think I'm just about clicks and views and grifting for money. Yet I'm sitting here and I spend more time on a sub 1,000 non-monetized channel than I do on my monetized channel. By the way, if you like what you're seeing and like what you're hearing, consider going over to the Generally Specific channel. That's my main channel. I usually go live at 9 p.m. every night. Monday through Friday, usually. With occasionally I'll take a night off, but usually if you check the community page, the post there, I'll usually let people know whether or not I'll be going live or not. But anyway, long story short, yeah, go there. You go. Thank you. Dove just put the link in the chat. Go over, give me a like, share, and a subscribe. Or I hope you're liking and sharing and subscribing over here too. We have a lot of fun. We cut up and we dunk nerds and we flush turds. Even though we're nerds too, we're kind of nerds, but
need and real hope for families. And it all started with just one simple idea: using your morning's coffee to take a stand for life. 7 Weeks Coffee is more than just a great tasting coffee. It is mold-free, pesticide-free, shade-grown, low-acid, organically farmed. It checks all the boxes. So head to 7weekscoffee.com and you'll save 15% forever if you subscribe. You'll also get a free gift. Plus,
I don't know. We're not hearing Candace peddling gold anymore. Her contract must have ran out because the Zionists don't like the fact that she doesn't like the Zionists. Just has to grift for enough time on his main channel for his Cheesy Post Fund. Yes, that is actually a fact. My Cheesy Post Fund. If you don't know what my Cheesy Post Fund is, I will show you what my Cheesy Post Fund is. Wait, do I have it over here? I don't think I have my Cheesy Post video over here. I don't. But we do appreciate super chats. You know, it helps us give it. It helps us bring the most state-of-the-art CGI. So, you know how it goes. You know how it is. We try to be done with the left, but to be fair.
Well, to be fair.
Oh, don't say to be fair. Hate when people say to be fair.
Oh, to be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. Well, to be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be
fair. To be fair. To be fair.
You tell him, goat. You tell him. To be fair.
exclusively for my listeners, if you use code Candace, you'll get an extra 10% off your first order. So that's a total of 25%.
It is. I agree, Mimsy. Best special effects on the interwebs.
That your order will directly
it is known.
Support a network of over 1,000 pro-life organizations across the U.S. So visit 7weekscoffee.com with promo code Candace.
It is known.
All right, you guys, what are you thinking about all of this? I know some of you guys didn't. You were still like, yes.
I wonder what the look on my wife's face is going to be. I bet she's going to be so happy that I cut my hair, that I trimmed it up, that I lowered my ears.
Definitely guilty. I'm telling you, my vibe. I've been around Trump many times. I just cannot get on board with the idea that Trump is into minors. Like, if he is in any way trapped up, it would have been in a very Matt Gaetz-esque situation. And since Israel is involved with Matt Gaetz, and Jeffrey Epstein was definitely involved with Israel, even though Pam Bondi doesn't know, we know. I would.
Don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty. Please don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in his bedroom every Sunday. He thinks she's at church when she's on her knees. And don't tell Scotty. Are you singing? You don't like the way I'm singing, Shadow? Huh? You don't like the way I'm singing? Huh? What? Don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Look at that. Look at that sexy paratrooper. Look at that sexy paratrooper. Look at that maroon beret. My turn. It's my turn. So what happens here, chat? What happens if I bounce this right now? I don't think I'm going to do it right now. I'll say my turn. Watch. Let's do this. There, right? Right. Maybe. Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in his bed every Sunday. Let's try this. Maybe. He could sack the land and do another snakeskin veil, right? He could. This could be it for me, chat. This could be all she wrote. Maybe not. Okay. All right. Looks like we did the thing. We did the dizzle.
Would just say that it would be something like that. Again, go back, watch that episode. Jennifer K writes, for your legal response, go get
Take
them,
3,
Candace.
they're small.
Thank you so much for that contribution. Also, thank you to the many of you that went and ran to CandaceOwens.com and subscribed just to, like, support
You think
us
you saw
and
a
support
slight
independent
improvement?
journalists
Nice.
that don't have the entire state rooting on our behalf. I was saying to my team today, it's like we've never been more loved by the people and more hated by the state. And I think that's a fantastic place to be in. That means that you've arrived at some truth. Mercy writes, Candace, longtime listener and follower of your work, but this is my first time catching you live, so I'm celebrating with a super chat towards the funding of your countersuit against the Macron dudes. Thank you so much, Mercy. Exactly what I'm saying is there's just more of us than them, and so, I get it. They have unlimited funds. They have Rothschilds behind them, the Midas touch, whatever you want to call it. but there's just 4 of us, and so we can't be scared of financial threats, which is all they have. VYV writes, or
How
I think it's
dare he?
They also might not be releasing the files because they want to keep the blackmail leverage for themselves. I wonder how many reached out after their publicized statements of wanting to release everything. Yeah, I've seen that angle cropping up. People say, oh yeah, well, you know, Trump now knows where the dirt is, and that's what he's doing. He's using it to his advantage. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think that...
Nice net deck, you Fanook. It's really original. I've never seen this deck on the internet before. Oh, it's so original. Way to copy and paste it off the internet. You're doing great. Both of your dads are super proud of you.
The more likely story, and again, I'm basing this off the fact that he didn't counter the story, is that he was mentioning it and probably just didn't want to deal with the headache and was like, let's just move on from that. And it was the wrong call. It just was the...
Do you not know how to respond? You gotta decide. Do you want to put it on top of your library or on the bottom of your library? It's not a hard concept. Are you just getting frustrated? You gonna rope me out now? Oh, okay, you're not. Okay, you're not gonna rope me out. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Yeah, take 5. They're small. I think I'm screwed though now. Now I'm kind of screwed.
Wrong call. This person writes, you're officially an international menace. An Arabic news station covered you today. I sat there convincing my 65-year-old father that Brigitte Macron is indeed a man. I felt like I was the crazy one. Love from the UAE. Okay,
That's
that is
hilarious.
amazing. And the reality is...
You're not going to stop this, dude. You can't stop this. See, the cabal, they control the internet, but they can't control every aspect of it. They made it so big that it spun out of control for them. So I got this theory, right? And my theory is that the Zionists actually created the internet because they were sick and tired of getting kicked out of all these other territories. Apparently, according to an ADL pro-Zionist, pro-Israeli website, how dare you, sir? How dare you? That the Jays have been kicked out of 109 different territories since about 24 AD. That's a pro-Israeli website. That's not me saying some craziness or anything like that. Nope. I mean, it's just so weird. It's just so weird. I don't understand it. Why? But they're so talented. They don't meddle in anyone else's affairs. They just keep to themselves.
You just have to get...
So I think they built the internet where they can try to control it and kick everyone else off of it. But then they made it to the point where it's so free. Right? It's so free. Ah, shite. I should have done that. What was it? Oh, I did the wrong thing. They did it so it's so free that they made it too free. So that's my argument. I'm sticking to it.
Get them to watch one episode of the Becoming Brigitte series. Like I say,
The fire is controlled. Awesome.
because there is so much proof to the contrary that this caught fire. There's no other way that it could have. If I was just like, she kind of just looks like a dude and she sits like a dude and she's a dude, I would have just completely beclowned myself.
I got 4 VVs in my deck. I haven't seen a VV at all. I've got 4 Astro things in my deck. I haven't seen one of those at all. This is just insanity at this point in time. Oh, look. Oh, it's too late. Oh, chat. Look, it's too late. But look at what I got. I got a VV. But it's too late, chat. Now, if I do that, I can make that. I put it on there. That makes it like 7 damage. But that won't be enough to kill him. It won't be enough to kill him, chat. I can't kill him. But let me try. Let me try. Do you see what I'm saying? How rigged this stuff is? Do I have a chance here, chat? I don't know.
People would have been like, why is Candace dedicating 5 hours to this? There's no proof here other than Candace has a vibe. And it would have failed. Brigitte would have won in the court of public opinion.
It's kind of funny because I just saw a video of them saying you still believe in global warming. And it was 2 dudes on 4-wheelers. And one was behind the other one and was filming. And the other guy had some kind of device that was shooting fire into the wood line. And I don't know if they were purposely setting fires in order to cause a fire break, but they're saying, do you still truly believe in global warming? I think that's a great question. They're setting a lot of these fires. They caught some dude in California setting a palm tree on fire. I mean, these people are paid to destroy destruction. He says, good game. I say good game too. I don't, he can block. So there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do, chat. I'm kind of screwed. Oh, GS, we're going to cancel you. You're so canceled. I got canceled, chat. I mean, I might be able to do something here. I don't know yet. He's at 2 life, so if he casts anything, he might be kind of screwed here, chat. So if I do this, I can take 1 damage, maybe? Right? So that makes it an 8-7. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, I beat you in that deck with my little scrappy thing that I put... Oh, you just died! No, he didn't die. He didn't die. Oh, dang it. Oh! Oh! Oh, my goiter. My goiter is... Oh!
But that is not the case. Everybody knows that. Everybody who's watched the series knows that. So
Oh, I need to put in like attack lands. I'm at 2, he's at 1, chat. Oh, I'm at 2 and he's at 1. This is funny.
And we're gonna do a Becoming Brigitte season 2.
3, 2, 1, draw. Uh-oh.
Tried to bully me with finances. I don't have that thing that people have. Like,
Here it comes. Here it comes, chat.
enslave me. I've just never felt that way. I just think it's really
Oh, no. Oh, no.
to be true. I don't have allegiance to money. I have allegiance to the future of the world.
It doesn't have trample, so come on, really?
I don't need any proof to look at that woman and know it's a man. Forget any proof. They are walking proof. It's clearly someone who is trans, almost insulting to the trans community how they refuse to openly admit it. You do have to appreciate the...
See, look, I got ideas with this deck. I think, see, this card, Shahili, the Sons of Brilliance, I can make these into tokens, so I can make all these astrology and labs. Maybe I got to go red, white, and blue with this so I can actually hunt for these artifacts, or for these things, get them faster. So I end turn, so he doesn't have, what do you call it? Oh, okay, I didn't know it was till the end of turn. So he doesn't have, ow, come on! That's just not fair, chat. That's just not, look at what he's doing to me, chat. Not even fair.
The implicit,
How dare you, sir?
argument that they're making here.
How dare you?
That being trans is...
I love this card, by the way.
They're gonna have to make an argument in court, right? Like, just the idea of being trans is...
You know what? I need to make my my shaman deck again. That deck is awesome. That deck is awesome. I say good game, sir. Good game. Good game. Yeah, I'm kind of cooked here, chat. I believe I am cooked. He's got trample there. I can't do nothing about that. What can I do? What can I do? Can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. Nothing. I can make a token. That still wouldn't be enough. Yeah, that's game. That's game. I'm thinking. I was touching all the cards and stuff, chat. I was touching all the cards. I'm going to go check on my wife. Hey, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I think Candace is pretty much over. She's just kind of waxing poetic now. But appreciate you. I'll see you guys tonight at 9 p.m. on the Generally Specific show. ADL, Bagel, Watchers, make sure you're there. Make sure you don't catch me slipping. Make sure you don't catch me using too much of my God-given right to speak freely. The truth. Make sure you're there to report my channel. Ooh, we're gonna get you, GS. You can't have any bagels. You can't have any cream cheese, and you can't have any lox. 32 different flavors of bagels. Yeah, we got Democrat and Republican. It's an illusion of choice. Thank you, Carlton. But anyway, we'll talk to y'all later, and I don't know. Keep it breezy, Seattle. Or I don't even know. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what my catchphrase would be. Airborne all the way, huh? Talk to you later.